Hi,
Scott.
Hi, Doug.
How are you?
I'm all right. It smells like Rip Wheeler up in here.
Oh, good. You got the candle out going?
Yeah, it's behind me in the bar.
I got Gator a Christmas gift, a scented candle, and the scent smells like Rip Wheeler for you Yellowstone fans out there. I'm ready to go. Let me be first to state on our Twitch cast. I fucking can't stand Jalen Brunson.
Oh boy,
God.
Coming at it early.
Well, I mean, right? That guy is something. And
he's all types of awful. I agree with that.
I love the way the fans are treating him. And I love the way the fans are treating him. And they're giving him a hard time. And the Pistons are only down 2. And they're not even playing that well. They aren't playing well on the defensive end. They look disjointed offensively.
How many steps are you allowed to have?
7.
Okay.
Apparently. 7.
He's within the 7 steps then.
I mean, right?
I mean, 5 is within 7.
Yeah. And this game is edgy. We said today on the air that we thought it was going to be a old school, full scale NBA Thursday night playoff combat back and forth fight, of NBA fist fight. And it's been like that this game. And it's sloppy. And there have been a number of times where I just wait for all hell to break loose. And Paul Reed tried to make all hell break loose.
Right. Yeah. I tell you what, I think it's amazing that there's not a single player in the NBA that thinks that they've committed a foul.
No.
Not a one. Not a one.
It does appear to be the case. So
the most egregious act that you can commit as a referee is to blow the whistle and call a foul on somebody.
It's nice to have Tim Hardaway back. It's nice to have Tim Hardaway back.
Sure it is.
I think.
What is that when they go to the vein? What does that mean? Are they mainlining what? What the hell is that?
I got ice water in my veins.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? You're not sure though, are you?
Yeah.
Ask the kid.
Yeah, when somebody does this.
Oh!
Yeah, he said, I got confirmation. It's ice water in the veins, according to a 17-year-old.
Good. Well, I trust a 17-year-old.
Well,
what?
Better than trusting me. When they do this apparently is bullseye, Gator.
Bullseye? Oh, on the back?
Like someone got a tattoo, like of a bullseye on their elbow.
Oh. Somebody got a tattoo of a bullseye on their elbow, so now people, when they do this, it means bullseye. Does everybody know this about us?
How dumb is that?
I don't know, man.
I'm going to get a tattoo. Let's see. I'm going to put a bullseye. I'm going to put it on my elbow so when I go like this. I mean, how often do you have to do that?
I don't know. If you played in the NBA, you probably do it a lot.
Like, you know what this tastes like? This tastes like banana pudding. Bullseye. Yeah. You got it. Right, is it beer time?
Apparently, yes.
All right. Well, let me crack open some of Detroit's finest.
What do you got?
A little Stroh Light for you.
Okay. I got some
Stroh Light in a can. Because who doesn't love it in a can?
Cheers. Let's go. All right. So apparently the draft is getting set to start.
Okay.
We're going to watch that too.
Oh, is that on?
I will say this. In the early going, oh my God, Roger Goodell's riding in on a bike. Hysterical.
Which are you watching? Are you watching ESPN or are you watching?
I'm watching ESPN, yeah. And Goodell rode in on a bike. Although I got to switch it because I got ESPN on the Roku TV, and I'm going to put it because I'm probably way behind.
So I just hit the last channel because I thought I was watching some pregame stuff earlier with on NFL Network.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've forgotten that I was actually previously watching 2.5 Men. So it's now segued into the movie The Transformers. So I'm going to go back to it.
Well, do you want to update us on the Transformers?
No, it's the original Transformers. So it's the Megan Fox.
Oh.
No, the actual movie. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, come on. You think I know who was in the movie?
No, I know you didn't. I'll give you a hint. Not Denzel.
All right. Well, that's pretty much my guess for everything. All right. So anyway, welcome everybody to our 97 won the ticket draft night hang, and we're obviously going to be focused on the Pistons, which are in a commercial break, and they're in a dogfight right now. What are they down 2? I think they're down 2. It's been,
I just changed the channel. I don't have another device ready to go here.
Sorry, they're up 4. That tells you how I got distracted when we started this broadcast. Pistons up 4, and they aren't playing well. So I'm feeling very good about this because, I mean, they got down 20-11. And tell me, did Jalen Brunson intentionally try and poke Tim Hardaway in the eye?
I think he did.
Yep.
I think he went all Kill Bill, Volume 2, when Uma Thurman did it to.
I'll take your word. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, the other blonde actress that I can't think of for life mate right now. She was in Splash. Daryl Hannah. That was the actress. Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened.
Well, anyway, that looked. They said it didn't matter if it was intentional. If you have an act like that, you get the what do they call it? The upgraded to a flagrant. It was a flagrant
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think he intentionally tried to poke him in the eye. I think he absolutely intentionally tried to poke him in the eye. And I mean, there's a reason why Jalen Brunson is so despised by Detroit fans. He's also 2 of 6 and has 5 points at this point. So that's going quite well.
I'm a rookie here. Hang on.
What's what?
I made a big mistake. I put on the Twitch feed so I can see what the people are writing, and I forgot to turn the volume off the Twitch feed. So
okay,
we're good now. We're good now. I think I've synced up.
Do we have people on? I don't have the Twitch feed.
Yes, we do. Max Friend says the eye poke of doom.
It was.
Nayrock says straight out of the water boy. 100%. 100%.
You know who's a problem tonight? Karl Anthony Towns is a problem tonight. And there was a lot of stuff out of New York about how Jalen Brunson was great, but they didn't get Karl Anthony Towns involved. They've gotten Karl Anthony Towns involved tonight. And he has absolutely been a problem for the Pistons. What's he got now? I'll look this up.
Wow. That's a great shot at Green Bay, looking at the crowd.
It looks good. I give them credit.
Great. Yeah,
I give them credit. It does look good. Karl Anthony Towns has 15. And Anunoby has 10. But Brunson has 5, which is fine with me. And Schroeder's been an absolute stud tonight. God, what a pickup. And good to have Tim Hardaway back. He had some big buckets. How about the 6-point trip from Hardaway, thanks to Jalen Brunson's eye poke?
Yeah, you don't expect to see that. The 3 free throws, then a missed shot. They got the ball back, kicked it out to Hardaway Jr. Whoosh. That was nice.
It was very nice. And LCA is rocking. Did you see AJ Hinch there?
No, I have the draft on.
Oh, do you? Yeah, AJ Hinch.
This is all the drama who Tennessee's going to take with the first overall pick. We just don't know.
AJ Hinch was there. They just talked to Scooble on the FanDuel feed. And then AJ Hinch said the other night he expected the whole team to be there, which is so freaking cool. Titans are on the clock. And the fans are serenading Jalen Brunson at the free throw line with blank you Brunson.
Oh,
I could say it, right?
I mean, you dropped an F-bomb to start this show. I don't see why not. What are they saying, Doug?
They're saying, fuck you, Brunson.
Wow. I mean, you're reporting right now. That's what you do. You're just reporting accurately.
Yeah. We might hear about that, but
not yet, though.
We'll see. All right, so Titans have 9 minutes to pick, and the Pistons are up 2.
This is good. It's a good start.
Yes.
So, by all accounts, it seems that Cam Ward's going to be the number 1 player taken. But there is a lot of speculation of what's going to happen afterwards. I mean, people are thinking Cleveland's trading. There's lots of talk that the Bears want to move up to take Genty.
Yep.
if there's talk that Jacksonville at 5 wants to move up to 2 to take Travis Hunter.
Really?
Yeah. Now, this could be really interesting because if you're Cleveland, you might be able to do the old double trade. You could trade back to 5, and if Genty isn't taken by the first 4 picks, then you could hold him hostage. You say, well, Cowboys want him. The Bears want him. Who wants him? Who really wants him? And then they could trade back again. That'd be kind of fun if we had a double trade in the first round.
Well, what was the name of their GM we had today who doesn't do the visits? The new guy. I mean, that would be a pretty shrewd first draft if he could walk away with a whole bunch of draft capital. That's a great way to reset your organization, buy yourself a ton of time. And, I mean, look, whatever they do is fine with me. I'm just watching for who's going to fall. Who's going to fall into the range that Brad Holmes wants to make a trade. And it's nobody that's probably going to go at the top of the draft here. So, but it's for a Detroit storyline early is Jalen. Oh, nice. Ugh. That was a heady play by Schroeder to keep.
Very heady.
But they've got 3 seconds on the shot clock here. Pistons up 2, late first half. Who's going to drop to them, and who will they trade? I got to tell you, the fans really opened my eyes to something the other day. I couldn't believe how many people wanted Jahad Campbell. They love him as a trade up candidate, and the more I think there's some wise fans. I think they're right. I think he's the kind of player that Brad Holmes would love. So it's a good call by them.
Yeah, I mean, lots of versatility. That's what the Lions love. A guy who is apparently loves football too, interviewed very well, and he can do it all from the linebacker position, whether he's playing the will, the Mike, edge rusher, whatever you need him to do, he does it. And it's almost like he just scratched the surface at Alabama, because I think he was hurt for one of those 3 years he was there. But he had a huge jump up in production from his sophomore to junior season. And it's not like he was a double-digit sack guy, but I think he's got that kind of potential if you wanted to use him off the edge. But you could throw him anywhere. That's what I think everybody would like about him.
Yeah. Well, the Pistons are now trailing. By the way, Ottawa-Toronto is scoreless, but Ottawa has a 2-man advantage here, early second. Googe texted me tonight.
Googe?
Googe.
Your cousin's husband?
Yeah, from Ottawa.
I think I got that right.
Yeah, you did. Cousin Maureen and her husband Googe. Googe texted me, "Go Sens go," and then he said, "You're talking about that on the air, right?" And I said, "Sure, Googe." But they got 2-man advantage here for another 28 seconds in a scoreless game. And Toronto's up 2-0. Do you think their fans are, and now they're trailing 1-0 in this game, go Sens go, as they scored?
Oh, boy.
I think it might have been that toolbox Kachuk on the tip in. But anyway.
You got Command Center going at your house. You have multiple TVs set up. I'm a little jelly.
Oh, yeah.
Although, who's really jelly is the dog right now, because she's getting some attention. I'm petting her right now. She's next to me.
Yeah.
Because the way I have everything set up, I don't have it set up where she can jump in my lap, and she's pissed. She's going to start. Yeah, here she's starting to whine a little bit.
She's going to make an appearance?
Yeah, we can get this out of the way early.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's leaving because I've told you she's pissed.
All right.
But what she's going to do is grab toys and bring them over, so that's great.
Let's bring in a legend as we welcome Mike Stone.
What's up, boys? How are you?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great.
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. By the way, I disagree with you. I don't think Brunson was going for his eye. It was definitely the correct call, but I don't think when a guy goes up, he's
little eye snatch there.
No,
Kill Bill.
No,
that's 100%.
I don't think he thinks that fast, but it definitely was a flagrant foul.
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't think that fast. This was premeditated. He's been thinking about it all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I think he thought, this is the time that I can go and snatch the eye.
Well,
100%.
I wanted Hardaway to get up and hold 3 fingers up.
I know.
Shooting 3, but
as long as
Malik Beasley's having a rough night, but you know what? We're still in the first half. By the way, how would you like to be Ben Stiller? You're sitting behind Jalen Rose, who stands up the entire game.
Is he?
Awesome.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, the Knicks celebrity fans traveled. Chalamet's there too.
Apparently.
And my daughter pointed out St. Brown and Gibbs, and I know you guys said AJ was there.
Yeah, AJ Hinch said he was going to take all the Tigers to the game tonight. So that's really cool that Hinch is going to splurge. And with the Lions players there too, that's great. I don't know if there are any Red Wing players there. I would hope that there are some.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
Oh, Roger Goodell's ready to make the first pick of the draft.
Oh, here we go. I'm a little behind.
You see him ride in on the bike, Stoney?
Yeah, I was trying to explain why they did that, and it's the whole training camp tradition. Yeah, because in training camp, the Packers, the kids take the players with their bikes and all that cool stuff. I guess
it is actually a cool thing they do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my God, they took Cam Ward.
No way. All right, one pick down.
There it is. Now the draft gets interesting.
26 more. Only 26 more, and then the Lions will be on the clock.
Yeah. What's amazing is the first time every team's had their pick going into this draft since like 1967 or something like that.
Wow.
Nobody has 2 first-rounders. Yeah, it's been a long time.
And nobody was penalized.
Yeah, that's correct.
For being mean, dirty.
I'm just waiting for the third pick. I want to see Valenti's response to whoever they pick. It's going to be a good player, so
And Evan, what time? Evan, let me know what time we got Valenti on, so we can see if it's
a bad play
and total meltdown. Yeah, the Pistons aren't playing well. They just aren't.
No.
Tony, do you have 2 TVs going?
What'd you say?
Do you have a command center with a couple of TVs going, or
no? I have the draft on my phone. I'm watching.
Okay.
But I'm watching the Pistons on the big TV.
I probably should.
Valenti's on at 8:30, so it'll be right around the time the Giants are picking.
Yeah.
Ooh, offensive. Brunson.
Wow, and that's his third.
He wants it challenged. You don't say.
Careful with the play-by-play.
I'm not doing play-by-play. I'm commenting on what I'm seeing.
I'm
not telling you.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. I'm not doing play-by-play. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm giving opinion on what
I think that might be the first sentence in the in chapter 1 of how to do play-by-play sports. Describe what you see.
Well, they are challenging. This is big because you said this would be Brunson's third, right? Somebody go hold 3 fingers up in his face.
Yeah, if it does, I don't know.
How about one? How about
it looked like it looked like he was hit on the play, but he pushed off before. I don't know if it's. I thought the Pistons challenge was so stupid to waste one. 2 minutes into the second quarter on a borderline call that they lost. Yeah. You might need that challenge later. I don't know.
All right.
But how about Hardaway and Schroeder's been great.
Oh, yeah. There is a trade.
Oh,
there is a trade. The Jaguars, the Jaguars moved up to number 2 overall. They flip-flopped the first-round pick, so Cleveland gets the 5th overall pick.
Oh, they're taking Honda.
They get the 2nd round and 4th round from Jacksonville, and I missed there was other stuff going Jacksonville's way too. I didn't see the whole trade there. They took it away really quickly. So Jacksonville's on the clock with 5 minutes. Yeah, presumably it's for Travis Hunter, which would make sense. That's a nice thing. What are we doing here?
All right, here's what we're doing. Well, let's see if they.
Stoney, did you make a mock draft this year?
Yeah, I did 2 of them.
I know, but you didn't do one today though.
No, I was done.
All right, here we go. We're bringing in morning show host Jim Costa, and from our afternoon show, Mike Valenti. Welcome aboard, gentlemen.
What's going on?
Twitchcast and YouTube stream. Guys, how are you?
Good.
Excellent.
Sorry, I was watching the review and waiting for Zach Zarba to use less than 10,000 words to explain whether this was overturned or not.
Well, this is quite distracting watching 2 things at once. But as far as the Pistons are concerned, they're not playing well. They're just not playing well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's offset. You're getting pixie dust from Schroeder, who's out here like Larry Bird. I mean, look, bottom line, I don't think either team's playing real well. It's physical. It's nasty. I mean, you knew Karl Anthony Towns would do something, but you've had Fellas, Brunson has what, 4 or 5 points for the half? Like overall, like both teams are just kind of on the level. And look, the Pistons are, you're going to need to get Cade motoring a little bit here. Like it's fun with Hardaway and Schroeder. That's not winning you games in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. So just stay in it, be tight. You're at home. Let Cade get rolling. And I don't know. I got to see it from Cat to believe it in the fourth quarter.
Right. Well, he's been on fire. He's been a problem.
Yeah, I mean, early definitely. He's a damn good ball player.
Jim, what do you think of the basketball game so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're getting nothing from the front court, right? Has Duran scored? I think Thompson might have a point. Tobias, 0. I feel like you're going to get those guys going in the second half here.
By the way, side note, what was more ridiculous, what the Jags just did or how Adam Schefter's dressed?
I don't see. I'm watching the NFL Network
You
version.
gotta
Should I
put
go over to the
Schefter
other-
on.
What, Mikey, you're right. What is that? It
He
looks
looks
is
like
his neck is coming out of something.
What is that?
I don't know.
I mean,
It's like a hooded sweater.
like a quarter zip might work. Okay, a full sweater. You want to look like Mr. Rogers,
Right, right,
But the top. He's out here. What is this? What is it? His onesie?
I don't know. It looks like the Lions dressed him though in those colors. I
Wow.
like it. It's a nice
Just-
color combo.
He's got a tie underneath a hoodie with a jacket on over it. And I think I'm going to go for that look at some point.
I'm rooting for you, Doug.
All right. While we're playing Mr. Blackwell, Mike, can you understand what the hell Travis Hunter's? I don't. The color is whatever. It's a hot pink there. But what's up with the strap going across the top of the breast?
I can only tell you I've seen that at drafts, both NBA and NFL. I've never seen a real life application of that. The suit belt or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like it's across his trunk of the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
he looks
God,
like
there's
Dick Tracy. I don't know what the hell it is. I've never seen it out in the wild. I've only seen it at drafts. I've never seen shit like that before.
It's an aggressive look. And I
It's
think
something.
I'll tell you what, I'll wear the Schefter outfit and Gator, you wear the Travis Hunter outfit to the show this week.
Oh, man, you're going to turn Gator into Inspector Gadget? That's what you're trying to do?
I mean, I don't know if I can pull that off. Wait a minute. Let me strike that. I know I can't pull that off.
God.
Pick is in.
Can we get a stop in the basketball game here? Jesus.
When's Malik
No.
Beasley going to make a basket?
Oh, boy. That's
Pistons
a
are down
suboptimal
11 for those of you that are watching the draft with a minute 20. Well, I'm not doing play-by-play. Late first half. Late first half.
Can I ask you guys a Pistons question while we're waiting for the draft
Sure.
to settle, or do you want to hold off on that and talk Hunter and Jacksonville?
I'll say is the pick in? Yeah, the pick's in.
The pick
I
is
mean,
in, and Roger's about to announce that he's got a big fella next to him.
So let me ask the question, right? Like, I know I just never like the overpay to move up, right? And I'm also a slappy for Mason Graham, so guilty as charged. But like, really what Jacksonville did is kind of what Brad Holmes does. They identified there are 2 players above everybody else in this draft, right? One is going to be obvious. It's Hunter, and the other's Abdul Carter. Well, they're set at pass rusher. So they move up and get what they believe is the best player in the draft. Is it me just panning Jacksonville because they are collectively a functioning idiot of an organization? Or that's not that bad of a move, right?
I don't think it is because of the player you're getting, because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I mean, they need to improve everywhere on that team. And you take Travis Hunter, who is this crazy good player, he can play on both sides of the football. I think it's a great pick for them. Did they give up too much to move up there?
They gave up a lot. They did.
But they've had a ton of draft capital for years. I mean, maybe they can afford it.
It's just hard for me too. Is like Jim and I have gotten into this before. Like you're that high in the draft, you draft big people. I like Doug. What's your take with Mason Graham? Like, I mean, I thought he was one of the 3 or 4 best guys in this draft, and now you're starting to hear some things. He's fallen a little bit. Like nobody knows him better than you. What's your read?
You know what's funny is I don't have any problem with Mason Graham, a football player. I think he is incredibly gifted. He would beat double teams on a regular basis. If you're gonna knock him or you're gonna like ask questions, it's about whether or not it was playing next to Kenneth Grant made him look better.
Okay.
And same thing with Kenneth Grant, that they were, who really was the star there. And it's believed to be Mason Graham. And I think that's accurate. I saw that stuff today where suddenly people were questioning Mason Graham. And I'm like, okay, well, this could be classic misinformation. And
Well,
Yeah.
what's interesting is like the reason I loved him for the Giants was playing next to Dexter Lawrence. I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of like just a natural transition of his college career right to the pros, and you're playing next to a freak show like Dex. And I was like, man, I mean, look, my team sucks regardless. I was just trying to piece something together.
so, that's what you want? You want Mason Graham here?
Yeah, but if the Jags, go with Hunter instead of Abdul Carter, no, I'd go Abdul Carter. The reality
Yeah,
is
they went with Hunter.
Yeah, the pick's in.
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with both, Doug. If they take Shadur Sanders, I'm logging out. So, no, I mean, Abdul Carter. Look, here's the thing. So, like for the Giants, they had the number 2 pass rush duo when both Burns and Thibodeau played together in efficiency rate, behind only Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. But the problem is the Giants' cap situation is atrocious. I don't know that they're going to pay Thibodeau. They may just start the clock over, draft Abdul Carter. You may see him trade Thibodeau in this draft. And again, do I think that's the right thing? No. But the Giants are foolish. We're a shipwreck. We're garbage. So we do stupid things on the regular.
And they're on the clock with 5 minutes to go.
Let's
And
take
now,
Abdul Carter for my
Carter. Take Carter.
Mike, you know that you have a saying that you like Roofer Radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right
I
now
respect
going to adopt that. And I am hoping Shadur Sanders is the pick.
Yeah. I respect that.
I'm rooting for radio.
Yeah.
Doug, I don't think you're going big enough. We could root for Jackson Dart here.
Okay, then I choose violence. Like, no, I mean, like, Jim, like I would take Milrow or Dart late first round, trade back in and go get him. Sure, I have no qualms about that. But
here,
no, absolutely not. That's that Anthony Richardson madness that took over a few years ago. No way.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting either way if they go. I mean, you're fortifying that defensive line. I think you take the best player who's Abdul Carter, and you just keep cranking them out. And if you need to move somebody, you've got value in moving anybody.
Well, you
so
can't have too many pass rushers either. I'm trying to extend Dexter Lawrence's career. We play him an immense amount of snaps. He's going to die on the field, both because we play him too much and he's 400 pounds. But like, you know what it is? And you guys know this, like as Lions fans, there were so many years it didn't matter what the Lions did. They weren't going to turn into a playoff team overnight. Nothing that takes place tonight will turn the Giants into a playoff team. You'd have to draft Jesus Christ at 3 overall to change our fortunes.
How many years does Burns have left on his deal, by the way?
A zillion. Mike, They just signed him. I think it was like a 6-year, 100 and something. I can Google. But yeah, no,
That's okay.
But what they'll do is they'll redo the deal because the cap situation for a team that's so shitty is shockingly bad. Oh, the pick is in. Let's see if
the pick is in.
Yeah, and I'll just watch my phone to see if my dad's happy or not. That's really all that counts.
Who does he want?
He wants Abdul Carter.
How's the offensive line with the Giants?
Dog shit.
So
Andrew Thomas. Well, it's because no one can stay healthy, Scott. Andrew Thomas, one of the best left tackles in football, can't stay healthy. They signed people. They signed John Runyon Jr. Can't stay healthy. I don't know.
Would it make more sense to take the lineman from LSU? Be a safe pick.
I like Will Campbell. To me, Abdul. Do you guys agree Abdul Carter was the best player in the draft or no?
Yes, I do.
Then you just take Abdul Carter. I mean, I'm just doing the Brad Holmes principle. We're terrible regardless. We may as well hope we land, the new Lawrence Taylor and give it a rip. I don't know.
Do you have a little wristband that says what would Brad Holmes do?
I may as well. It sure as hell ain't what would Joe Shane or John Mara do. That's for sure.
I got one of those.
Yeah, we know, Doug.
Yes.
But as far as his drafting goes, no, I'm there with Holmes. Like it doesn't even matter. He could draft a dead guy at 28. He'll rise from the dead and be productive. My only qualm with Holmes is the free agency stuff. But the draft, no, dude's a demon. I mean, he's on another level right now.
Doug looks like he's in a tanning bed right now. Oh, there you go.
Hey, what was the reaction on Kirby Joseph on the radio today? I didn't listen today.
We spent about 10 seconds on it.
I was going to say, it wasn't a huge talking point.
It's just basically
they're one of their own. Yeah.
It's all about who's going to get left out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I did it a different way. I just said, look, again, I'm not yelling and screaming about it. I can't bring myself to it. but you could have just used the transition tag. Could have played out the year, let him shop a deal. You wouldn't have to affect the cap. You could have done more now. Oh, look at this collection of clowns.
Oh, Joe
Yeah,
Shane looks pleased.
Oh, congratulations to Brian Dayball for wearing a shirt with buttons for the first time in 3 years.
Yeah, but it looks like he's got to unbutton them to get to the can.
Oh, yeah. Scotty, this guy, that shirt's crying for help.
Please be
Yeah.
sure. Please be sure.
I respect it, Doug. I'm not even mad. Go ahead.
No, it's Abdul Card. It's got to be.
Yeah, they're showing him on the screen.
There you go.
Is it? You
gotta
guys
have
fucking,
Abdul
you guys
Carter,
fucking with me?
Nope, you
No,
gotta
it's
have-
Abdul Carter. You're good.
All right. Oh, wow. All right. Well, Big G will be happy. He can
There
at
you
least breathe now. All right.
Drew Rosenhaus is how. What is that? An Adidas chain? What is that?
That's an aggressive look, is what that is. Wow.
That's a too tight of a shirt, is what that is.
Wow.
When you're seeing the button gap, that's not good, particularly if it's up in the chest area. He ain't that swole.
Jesus.
You
I
tell
mean-
him. You tell him that to his face, Scott.
Rosenhaus? Okay.
Oh, I thought you
No,
were talking about.
like the Kirby Joseph thing was, I wanted your guys' opinion on it. Like, again, the transition tag, you get first right of refusal. If you look at the top 10 paid safeties in the league, none of them have a Super Bowl. None of the teams are Super Bowl caliber. And I'm just like, look, I love Kirby, but is that really what I want to do? Knowing, at least I'm a slapdick for Brian Branch. So
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah,
different.
I
You
prefer
can't have
Branch too.
44 million in safety. So it's like, really? But look, ultimately, I'm fighting an uphill battle. Like the people, Brad could show up and punch their mother in their face, and they'd be like, she deserved it.
I mean,
Yeah,
the truth
you're
is,
right.
you can make a case for anybody as to whom you should extend, and anybody who you should cut. I mean, I don't think anybody here thinks that Jamison Williams is going to be here beyond a fifth year, if even that. I mean, who knows if he's going to get traded tonight? Jahmyr Gibbs is a running back. You don't have to. You just ride out the 5 years with him, and then either say thank you, or you can give him you can just slap the franchise tag or whatever you want on him. Laporta's a tight end. It's a pretty deep draft of tight ends. Maybe you can draft his replacement. They did that with Hawkinson. So again, each player you can make a case that
Well, Gator,
they're expendable.
That's kind of how we presented it the other day, is pick 3 of the 6. No, and you got to make some tough calls. And it was, do you want Branch? Do you want Joseph? Pick one of the safeties. You want Laporta? You want J-Mo? Pick one of the pass catchers. You want Gibbs? You want Campbell? You got to make tough choices. I think it's interesting. We got very few prioritized Joseph texts or phone calls, but he was the first up. Doug, I know we talked about that off air today. He was the first up. So they take care of their own, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
And it's not a ton. I mean, it's 21 million. It's not a ton of money, and in a couple of years, maybe that price goes up to 25 for a safety.
But Scott, it's 3 times the cost of what good safeties get paid, and it is the highest deal ever, and it just affects the allocation. If you go to sign Branch, you're going to have 44 mil in safety.
Well, but you know as well as I do, you can snatch cap space out of thin air and just have guys restructure.
Right, they can always do it, except when we want a pass rusher. Then they tell us they don't have the fucking money.
Right.
Then I got to hear about bills are due.
But in the meantime, what we keep saying on our show is that this is a Super Bowl caliber team when healthy. So what they're adding in the draft is going to add to that. Maybe you pick up that edge rusher at 28 or whatever you decide to do in the draft, and you're even more set up to compete for a Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this, and I'm not busting balls at all. It's just I really like both of these players for different teams and different reasons. So okay. I think there's we're whistling by the graveyard. Is Aleem's not going to play till what? Halloween, Thanksgiving,
maybe.
Okay. How about Kenneth Grant for this team as a true space eater?
Sure.
You have the disruptors. Get a guy that forces a double team, and you just plop him right down.
I wouldn't argue about it, because I think there's a number of players and a number of positions. You pick at 28, and you can't be that pissed about it. There's Kenneth Grant, Derek Harmon. I mean, even Nolan, if he's available, you got those 3 defensive tackles. Yeah. And then you've got all these edge rushers that are out there too, that, some are more safe than others, but who knows what Pierce is going to be? Who knows if Mike Green is going to slip to the Lions at 28, and do they want to take that on based on what's the off-field stuff? And you got Ezraku and plenty of other players. There's a lot, and not to mention the offensive line. But I agree with you. The thing playing without Lee McNeil is a big deal for a while.
Yeah.
They're showing Shadur Sanders, except it's just an empty couch. Did anyone else see this?
Yeah, his home. It's a green couch because he's not in the green room, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, God. Good gravy. Okay.
How far does he fall tonight?
I don't think he gets taken in the first round, Cooks.
going back to what you said today, we asked the question of who do you want out of all the players you've heard if they stay at 28? I went Derek Harmon, but it's splitting hairs between him and Kenneth Grant. And the bucket of players that could be there at the defensive tackle spot is almost perfect for what they need. That's who I want. I think they're going to go interior offensive line. I think they're going Gray Zabel because they love a guy that can play 3 different positions. He can play center, guard, or tackle. And
That's Jansen's guy.
he really proved himself in the at the Senior Bowl. So
I went interior big guy, IBG, either offensive or defensive line. They need both. I'm down. I don't care. I don't have a name I love, and I'm going to trust Doug with his Slade Glayball scouting report. I've never seen the kid play. Whatever this fucking guy's name is, whatever. I just know he can play tackle, guard, and center. I'll take him.
Yep.
Slade Gayball is what you call him.
I said Glayball.
What is
I
that?
don't know. Well, say his name one more time.
Gray
Gray
Zabel.
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 Yep.
Zabel.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. I'll take him.
We have to remember that one tomorrow, Scott.
Yes.
Just by the way, the Pistons have 0 points from Tobias, 2 from Asura Thompson. Cade is 6 of 15 from the field. Jalen Duren has 2 points, 0 of 3 shooting.
Yeah,
This has
they should
been
get their-
they're
they should
down
get their
for
doors blown off.
Did you see the close 23-6 Nick run at the end of the half?
Yeah.
it was
So,
Doug, I know you just gave a bunch of stats for scoring. You need stops too. I
Can
mean,
we
that's a
do this
huge
topic?
issue.
Here, let's just preview this because I get killed by Piston fans for this. Killed. Doesn't matter how much nice shit I say. This summer, I don't give a fuck what happens in the playoffs. Go and get a star with Cade. All right. The fringy little discount double check role players are cute. You put a star with Cade, you're competing for the East next year.
Yeah.
Celtics can't keep their team together. That's why Grossbeck had to sell. Daddy got all pissed off from the $300 million tax bill. Cleveland's not for real. You know, the Knicks are going to blow this thing up. This idea that the Pistons are just going to have this daycare center and incubate everybody and magically in 2028 it'll all work. Fuck that. Go get a star. Be bold. Dump a few of these kids and let's go do this. Agree or disagree? 2-4-8.
I don't have a problem with. I'm surprised that people do because it is a star-driven league.
But that's what we do in this
We
town.
fall in love with our guys. I mean, we presented Giannis the other day because they're down 0-2 and people are talking. Texters, I wouldn't give up Duren. I would keep Ivy. I'd give both of them in 3 firsts and get it done.
I had a guy call in this week, tell me Duren's a top 5 center. I go, what? In his cul-de-sac? You're out of your fucking mind. Like
He
you
doesn't
watch
play
any
defense.
basketball? No, the whole point, Stoney, is like if I say, all right, okay, who's better, Duren or Şengün? People be like, who? Like they don't watch. So it's like if you can't hit a 15-foot practice jumper at the free throw line off a double team, you can't play center for my team.
Is that a
And-
new martial art?
Yes. Yes, it is, Scott. The art of Şengün.
Derek a shot past 6 feet.
No,
I mean, he's
That's my
fine for what
point.
he is, but
But okay, so here's what's going to happen. We'll end up doing the shows, and fans are going to want to hand him 4 at 160.
yeah, Stoney, you were texting me about that. You go, I don't know if he's getting an extension.
no,
I
I don't
wouldn't.
think so. I wouldn't extend him.
The only guy I'd be hesitant to get rid of because I feel like there's the potential for him to be a superstar at both ends is Holland. I love that draft pick. I'm hanging on to him. But it's the same shit people are doing with Asor. It's like, okay, pray to God he can learn how to hit a 3 and, handle and do the things he's got to do, but you can't keep everybody.
And you can't have a guy like that shooting 65% from the line either.
No. Oh, there's Will Campbell.
So
How about
Will
the green
Campbell goes to
pinstripes?
New England.
Oh, that's
Will
That's
Campbell goes to New England. Those are short arms, man. Look at that.
Do you know who was, now that you say it, they do look short. Do you know who was on the list of the 5 offensive tackles with the arm measurement that Will Campbell has? I almost
No.
fell out of my chair at work. Panay Sewell.
Panay Sewell?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, well, that kind of blows that myth. But you're right. These arms do really look short.
T-Rex. arms.
Yes.
That is a
Maybe
very
it's the suit.
unflattering suit
Must-
he's got.
Must be the pinstripes.
It's not flattering on
You
a big
know what it is? I watch LSU football. I'm not sitting there looking at his arm length. But yeah, you're right. He puts on the sleeves and he's like, he looks like a character out of Willy Wonka.
Does Cleveland go Mason Graham here?
Interesting. What do you do if you're Cleveland here? I mean, we weren't talking about him picking at 5.
I mean, you could reinvest. I mean, look, that's why I thought they would go Carter.
Jalen
originally. You paid Garrett $40 a year. You may as well extend his career. Yeah, line up a war daddy like Mason Graham. I don't know.
He's the safest pick in this group, right?
Yeah.
I love him. I mean, I hate him, but I love him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know.
Who's calling
To destroy it.
Let's try and get Ashton Genty. Who wants Ashton Genty ahead of Vegas?
The
I'll tell you
Bears.
right now, like Jim's going to get upset at me. You better just pray to God he don't end up in Chicago. I don't want any.
Well, this is what I said to Doug earlier, that I think that this is an opportunity, a rare opportunity. We could have the double trade back. Cleveland already traded back once. Trade back again. Who wants Genty? Come get him. You know, if
Doug
Vegas
has
wants
forever
him.
ruined my ability to look at William Campbell. I mean, he has T-Rex arms. I can't believe this.
They're tiny.
It's the
He's
suit.
even been all the
It's
way
gotta
around
be
to
the
know.
suit. It's got to be the suit. You've killed this for me.
Well,
You ruined
it's
it.
that, and he's got a fat midriff. Like it's fat gut, fat hips, and fat thighs, and everything else is kind of proportionate to like somebody's strong. What is that
Gator.
pouch he's got?
Gator.
I can say it. I'm a fat guy. I know.
This
It's
dude could lift a house. Come on now, that ain't fair. Jeez,
but it's the truth. It's just how he looks.
You're acting like he's Aaron Gibson.
Somebody.
No, he's not. No, and this guy's a hell of a player. And he's the number 1 rated offensive tackle. Take him. Who cares about this arm size? Who gives a
So they're
shit?
keeping the pick. Pick is in.
Cleveland. Okay.
That was quick. Good for them. Let's get this thing moving. Let's get to the Lions. Oh, second half's underway. Oh boy. There we
Let me
go.
see.
Somebody
What
on
did
one
the-
of our streams said that. Will
Duran scored. Duran scored.
He did.
What did the Browns do here?
What do I do? Big TV goes back to the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm going back to the Pistons. You guys can let me know. This is what I mean. I can't take the draft seriously with a playoff game on.
It's hard, and especially with our team playing here. So,
I know.
all right. Good start to the second half. Got to bark it out to Jalen Duran. Stoney was very excited. Not doing play-by-play.
And Cade just missed a 3.
So I've
Early in the
heard.
shot clock.
Tony, will you please? We're a little behind the action here.
Oh,
Tony,
okay.
I'm with you. You and I are in sync. These guys got to catch up, though.
I'm usually behind. My friends from New York just keep texting me, and they're like 30 seconds ahead. It's like crazy. Mike, we got the final countdown, so that was good.
Yeah, it was. Kudos to the organization for that, and the fans were clamoring for it. I loved it.
Needed to happen.
I think the
So
biggest
the Cleveland
thing is
Browns
that-
pick is in.
but they'll stretch it out for TV purposes. You know how that works.
You're right. They're still talking to Will Campbell for crying out loud. So,
Yep.
Will, you have freakishly small arms. Has that hindered you in any way in your,
Did you already say about it?
daily routine?
He
Yeah,
said,
he
that
said he had short arms. They said the same thing when he was coming out of high school.
They said LSU told him he had short arms, and he went there anyway and proved him wrong. So
Yeah, I mean, like I guess where you see it is like when he blocks, it's not clinical. Like with Sewell, he just dominates people. Like he just embarrasses people. Campbell, it's more of like a street fight. Guys can get into his chest, but he's like knife hands, but he gets the job done. And I mean, you're right, Scott. In the end, that's all that matters. Just get the
3
job.
for Hardaway again. Nick's call time.
there we go. There we go.
Get
Pistons
a
start
different suit. I mean, I like green and white, but that's a horrible suit.
Okay, I got to tell you, out of all the outfits we've seen today, Gator, that's the first one that I actually think you could pull off.
Yeah, I can look just as good as Will Campbell. That's a compliment. I don't know if I have short arms or not, but yeah, no. I tell you what, the one I liked was Booker McFarland's jacket. I like that purple. It's a.
I'm going to wear
saucy
the
look.
Shefty outfit for Inside Michigan football after a game this year.
Do you think there's any scenario the Browns take Genty?
Well, we're about to find
No.
out.
I mean, Nick Chubb's dead, and they're the
No.
Browns.
Pick us in. Here we go.
You just made a great point.
Oh, are you guys caught up?
I'm caught up.
Yes, I got it.
Mason Graham to the Browns.
I mean, that's what Ohio does. They draft Michigan players.
My guy. I love this kid.
Well, everybody said he was going to go 5th.
It's so funny
Because
because
it's true.
he just doesn't look like he should be that dominant.
No,
And-
unassuming.
so quick. The Ohio State game, what he put on film this year against Ohio State was remarkable. Given they had a banged up offensive line, but they went out and accidentally won the national championship. But Graham was dominant in that game. Dominant.
So he played high school ball with McMillan, and there's somebody else that played high school ball with him in
Anaheim.
because it kept showing because it kept showing pictures earlier on Twitter of he and McMillan together. Like, oh, you're back from high school. I'm like, good God, well, that's some talent on a high school football team.
Oh yeah.
But there was a third player. I didn't recognize who it was.
I don't know who it was either. But Mason Graham to the Browns. All right, who's on the clock now? Vegas.
Vegas.
Yes.
I think this is where we have the Genty conversation
You
because
heard
If
the
I'm
John.
Bears, I'm moving up.
And if
I
they,
don't think it's a conversation. I think they're taking him. Look at Pete Carroll, Marshawn, Reggie Bush in college. He loves his running backs. He loves the running game.
yeah, but you got to be careful. If you don't have the team, you're going to draft Saquon Barkley, the Giants version.
I
You're
know.
not going to get much out of him.
That's hurtful. I need you to retract that.
YouTube comment: Gator would look like the least intimidating mob boss ever in that green suit.
I would never wear that green suit. That's so bad.
Picture him at a casino and he's walking the tables.
That's right.
How's everybody doing? You guys good?
That's great.
Yeah, people daring you to take their chips because they'll just take them away because your arms aren't long enough.
Well, but if you're the Raiders, like think about this: is how does it hurt you to move to 6, to move down to 10 with the Bears?
Oh, both parties would benefit. For
Right.
Chicago, if you're going to rebuild your offensive line, then you can justify Genty, right?
Right, and it's Ben Johnson. It's the blueprint he took from Detroit here. These are the moves I don't get. Is like, yeah, okay, if you're the Raiders, you're right, Jim. You get Saquon on a team with no quarterback. Well, you've seen what it looks like. So what's the point of doing
You're
it?
going to give him 300 touches. He's going to get banged up. You're not going to win many football games, and then you're going to have to let him go anyway.
Sounds oddly familiar.
The Browns already like that. You guys see Mason Graham's draft hat?
I
Yeah,
took
It's
it
a good hat.
brother. Sorry.
It's kind of cool, actually.
I like it.
Look, it is.
Yeah.
When Mike gets caught up in 15 minutes, you can let us know what you think.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know what? My middle name's not Xfinity. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I don't control the cable satellites.
All right, so what do we got? Vegas. I go Genty. You guys think Genty's a pick here?
If they're staying, that's what everybody was saying.
Yeah,
is
I
even
think
the-
that's.
The
I
other
mean, I
option?
had
What the
I had
weirdest
Will
thing about
Johnson
the
going
Raiders
here,
is-
but
The weirdest thing about the Raiders to me is when John Spytek was in Michigan, he was like the 5th or 6th linebacker. He didn't play a ton, but he played. And it's just amazing to me that he's ascended to this position now. He runs the Raiders. I'm trying to think of a Spartan equivalent for you guys. Like, who would be a 5th or 6th Michigan State linebacker from a decade ago becoming a GM?
Tawan Jones.
There you go.
There's a poll.
Brian
Great call.
Masalem.
there's an offensive lineman. It's a little different.
That's
know.
great. Hysterical.
You
All
got
right,
another
Pistons-
bowler laying around? Maybe he could do it.
Pistons have cut it to 6 here, early third quarter. Love it.
7-0 run. This sport, it's all about runs. It's incredible.
So, Mike, you were talking about if you're the Raiders trade back. I agree with 100% because there's a lot of talent in this draft. I think Genty's probably one of the top 5 players in this draft. But if you don't necessarily need to grab a running back right now, go ahead and get some capital later on. You're probably going to get somebody else's 2nd round pick at this
Another
point.
thing too is like I don't need 110 cents on the dollar. I don't need 100 or 90. I can take 70 cents on the dollar. The idea is you're not, square peg round hole. You're picking up value.
Well,
I
the
don't
pick's
know.
in.
Well,
Oh, yep. And he's happy.
Yeah, it's Ashton Genty.
Well, what did
whatever.
Spytek say? Spytek said before the draft that his son said if he didn't take Genty, he was going to leave home, run away from home or whatever.
Did you see it was Carroll at the podium with the GM and they were kind of whispering, hey, don't tip our hand. And they're talking about running backs. I thought that might have been a smokescreen. Clearly they just love the guy.
Well,
Did you see
So it's
Joe Shane's kid basically leak the Giants' draft night plans?
Yeah, but wasn't it Jackson Dart stuff?
Yeah, they're going to trade up and go get him tonight. That's like Dayball's guy.
Okay, Mike, you and I watched a ton of college football, a ton of Ole Miss.
Yes.
I don't see it.
Jim, what part of my franchise is dog shit are you missing? I didn't
But
say
there's all those old Miss ties I keep hearing about.
Eli?
No, but there's more some coaches, all this other stuff too. It makes no sense to me.
Look,
Hey, the other team in New York had Zach Wilson. It's apparently your turn too. I mean, I see a lot of Zach Wilson in Jackson.
Oh boy.
So
hey, look,
for your sanity's sake,
it's gonna work. Yeah, Jim, no, I don't
And
have
one.
Pistons have cut it to 4, and they're shooting a free throw. Let's go. No, I've not shot. Somebody asked on Twitch, Hazmat 84. I didn't shoot the boot, but we've decided we're not going to do that tonight. I don't think anybody wants to see it.
We didn't decide that. Nobody said that. That's a bet.
what was the bet?
He's got to shoot the boot. Yeah, what was the? I forget the reasoning. But he definitely has to shoot the boot. We've talked about it all week.
I shoot the boot guarantee that the Lions during the Lions Bears broadcast, they'll have a cutaway shot of a fan with a sign saying Ben Johnson, come save us, or we want Ben Johnson, or something like that. And the whole fucking broadcast, they didn't show it once. You know those signs were in the stands, and they didn't show it once, and now I got to drink beer out of a shoe tonight.
Do you guys like this comp they're showing with Genty, Emmitt Smith?
No.
No, I think they're totally different running backs.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Although I'm trying to remember, Emmitt Smith coming out of college was a little different than he was in the pros. In the pros, he was more physical.
But they're showing pro highlights in this comp.
4 yards in a cloud of dust with Emmett. I saw an earlier comp. Somebody had him compared to LaDainian Tomlinson. I thought that might be accurate.
But is he the pass catcher?
Yeah, he can. He has caught. He has caught. That's pretty good. Yes, he's caught at least.
He has caught passes. We can find footage of it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I can tell you actually.
Picks for Mikal Bridges. My goodness. Remarkable that deal.
They're getting to the hoop now, though.
Oh, nice.
Stoney, can you give us the highlights as your Marv Albert impression?
Sure. The Knicks with the ball right now. Karl Anthony Towns up to OG. He drives the lane. He loses it. It will be Knicks basketball with 7 minutes left in the third.
We had one warning, Jim and Mike, and that was no play-by-play.
Right. I said highlights, Stoney. You got to do it delayed.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I
you
just
mean
so
like Blaha, who the play happens
like
30
an MSU
seconds
game?
ago, and then he pretends it's live.
Yeah.
So Ashton Genty caught 80 passes in his career at Boise State for 862 yards and 6 touchdowns. So he's able. He caught 23 last year, 43 the year before.
Wouldn't he just be Saquon?
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the speed to be Saquon.
Tough to take down. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know
that's a hell of a running back.
Let's expand the broadcast as we welcome in Rico Beard to our draft watch party here on Twitch and YouTube. There he is, Mr. Beard.
Welcome, Rico.
Hey guys,
how are you, sir?
I'm good, Mike. You got to be happy. I'm happy for you and Big G.
Yeah, listen, now maybe we can win 6 games. It's very exciting.
It's a start.
I'm locked into this Pistons deal, but yeah, I'm happy they got him. Show me a trade up in the first round, and then you'll get my gears moving.
Okay, that's coming. It's coming.
Good God, does Ben Wallace still look intimidating?
Are you watching TNT or FanDuel?
FanDuel.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, because they get more cutaways at Detroit guys.
Okay, that's a good that's a good reason. What?
On TNT, you get all the cutaways of New York guys. On FanDuel, we get the Detroit guys.
No, they showed some of the Detroit guys.
Oh, look at Thibodeau.
Jeez.
Can't stand that guy.
Wow.
We're not getting any foul calls. Or you got more foul calls than the Pistons did, but that's okay.
Well, let's be honest. JB bitches more than any other referee and every other coach in the league. I think he has more technicals too. 16-4 run.
Yep,
Yeah, but
that's a
Stoney,
good
you're forgetting one very important part.
What?
He's our coach.
I understand that, but there's you got to be.
We're
you gotta
allowed.
be
We let that slide, and
Gator.
we rip on the other people. That's how
It's
it
also
works.
time and place, Stoney. It's time and place. If you're going to do it when Jalen Brunson's your point guard and you get more fouls in the game, just shut up.
but facts. I gave you JB Bickerstaff the technicals. That's all. He bitches a lot.
Well, no,
Right, but
look, time and
you
place.
need
You
to
tell me if
acknowledge the
JB
first
comes
part of
out.
those facts.
Tony, nobody wants to hear this right now. We'll do
I
this
know. You're right. You're right. You're right.
because we'll have Evan kick your ass off if you keep this shit up.
Okay. All right.
Carl Anthony Towns is having a game though.
Yeah, 31.
He's having a game. What'd you say?
31
Will they have a
points, now
fourth quarter?
32.
Wow.
He's got 32.
You mean
Yeah.
21?
Oh, sorry. I saw first and second. I thought they were combined. They are not. 22.
Going off. It's funny. It looks like this game settled down a little bit. At the beginning, they were ready to fight.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get into a fight 2 minutes into the game.
I know. No, it was good theater.
I was just happy to see they did the final countdown.
Wasn't that great?
It was. I didn't know if TNT was going to show us, so I was watching it on the.
I don't know if TNT did show it. I put it on. That's when I put on FanDuel for that.
Yeah, I was about to say Bally's FanDuel. Okay.
Yeah. All right, who's on? The Jets are on the clock.
Is this Tyler Warren?
You know who I think's got a crush on Tyler Warren?
Bears.
Brad Holmes.
Oh,
I think if they had any accessibility to him if he slips into the teens, I think they have a crush on Tyler Warren.
I'd actually want that to be the pick just to hear people try to defend it. Like that inject that in my veins. Let's do that show.
Here we go. Jets pick.
You know, Mike, double tight end sets.
Oh, that's right. You know, the Patriots did it 15 years ago.
Let me
One
just
of our
consult
guys isn't going to
the,
kill somebody, we think. So
No.
there you go.
So
That's
Membo
not
on
consult
line.
the,
Jets.
the Gator mock draft that nobody asked for. Jets take Armand Membo. Yes.
How many have you got right so far, Scott?
The first four in order. Not by team. The first four players because we had the trade.
Tobias just picked up his fourth in an awful way.
And then and then they took Genti, 6? So no, I didn't get that. I got a Membo at 7. So I've got 5 of the 7 so far in the right slot.
Who picked up their
Well,
fourth?
now it's a free for all.
Tobias.
In a really bad way. I don't want to ruin it. I don't know if you guys saw it yet.
No, you're
Yeah.
behind us, so I didn't see it.
Here we go. Duran. 2-point game.
Okay, Doug's now ruining it. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and log out and watch basketball. You guys are killing me.
All right. Hey, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Hey,
Yeah, guys.
seriously, buddy. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yes.
If the
Have a great
Giants
night.
trade up, just have Evan ping me. Then you'll get
Yeah,
to
we
make
might circle back to you. Maybe after the Lions pick, we might come back
Okay.
to you.
No problem. Whatever you guys need.
I want one of those like $90 shots of scotch in your hand later.
No, God, no. No. There's no one they could take where I'd be happy. No one.
Really?
The
Nobody.
Giants. Being a Giants fan is misery. It's okay. So it's what you guys used to do as Lions fans. This is my
Why you
life.
drink?
No.
You
Rico,
know, you
Hey,
won
you know what?
Super Bowls. Shut up.
Stoney, we have the worst winning percentage
boy.
in the league last decade. Leave me alone.
I understand that.
I'd trade it for a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, Jim,
Big G's
according to
have
you, the Lions are going to beat everybody by 30, so it should be downloading shortly.
Got the disco going.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Yeah, hit me up. I'll be back.
Hey, Mike.
All right.
Appreciate
Bye,
it.
guys.
So, see, Mike, Carolina is the pick is in
What do we think?
at number 8. I had Jalen Walker from Georgia, the edge rusher from Georgia.
They kind of need a little bit of everything, huh?
Kind of do. They started to show a pulse a little bit at the end of last season, but I think it's still a really bad franchise, so it's tough.
The
Their
pick is
their defense is horrible.
Well, I think Jalen Walker might be the best defensive player left on the board right now.
Can play.
Otherwise, you
edge,
start-
can play stand up linebacker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you start to take chances with some other guys if you like Shamar Stewart or, Emanwari, the safety, who's kind of a Swiss Army knife.
Rico, who
But
are you
Jalen
hoping
Walker
falls
would
to
be
your
there.
Niners?
He got drafted by the Browns. So I thought
You want
Mason was.
You want a Mason Graham?
Yeah, I thought. Well, I kept saying that he was going to slide and kept going to slide, and I'm like, okay, all right. Let's just be quiet. Don't say anything. But
I didn't buy the Mason Graham slide stuff. I do buy the Will Johnson slide stuff.
well, it's because we haven't really seen him. So I thought, okay, maybe it was a little bit of a Bosa thing where after the season he'd come out and say, all right, I'm just getting ready for the draft. But I mean, he didn't do the pro day. He had to do private workouts. And I think that's what's hurting him. That I think he'll end up going to a team like the Eagles and flourish because they could take a chance.
Yep.
There's a 100% chance. A 100% chance the Eagles will take someone tonight and we'll say, of course.
Right.
Yeah, my Malachi Starks, and not anybody from Georgia.
So no, I don't know. I'll give me a defensive lineman, a rush edge rusher.
Mike Green. You want Mike Green?
I take Green or either that, or I would take Jihad
Campbell.
Gamble, yeah.
Yeah, I'd take him.
Yeah.
Put him because you lost Green, so he would fit in well.
Yeah, he feels like a Niner.
By the way, I'm just speaking here to Zach on YouTube. We can see what you have to say, and just they ask, can we see? We can if you're logged on. So I'm going back and forth between Twitch and YouTube. See what's being said. But by the way, thank you everybody for being with us. We got close to 2,000 people between the two forums when I saw earlier. So it's good. It's good. Appreciate you being with us.
Super busy night, so we appreciate it.
Yes, there's a lot going on. And if Pistons got the ball down 2, let's go.
Missed the corner 3, Doug.
Wow.
You're about a second and a half ahead of me.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Thanks, Cookies.
it's not his fault.
Towns again? Oh my God!
Anthony Towns is having a night. He's like single-handedly carrying the Knicks here. That's not.
Well, if Brunson's not going to show up, somebody should, right?
No.
Jalen Duren.
I mean, that guy's got like 4 dunks in the second half right now.
Yeah. I mean, they already have Duren on Towns. I don't know what they make.
He heard us say they should not extend them at halftime. Got 10 points. Got 10 points in the second half.
Yeah, but Stoney, none of them are from beyond the paint.
I know. That's true. That's exactly right.
Still 10 points.
It
Take
is.
I will say this: the atmosphere at LCA looks fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Have you seen stuff outside? What it looks like outside right now? Or are they
I
showing
haven't.
anything like that?
Did anybody see if that plaza filled up?
Well, they did the
No.
fan fest there. It looked like it was all jammed up before the game.
We never got confirmation, did we, if they were showing the game on a
No, I never heard back from the Pistons on that.
All right, Goodell's at the podium for Carolina's pick. Here we go. Oh, they go wide receiver, McMillan.
Wow.
Oh
Yep.
Help your
Did
quarterback.
not see that coming.
No.
no.
Interesting.
I think in my mock, I had him going to Arizona in one of my 2 mocks.
Scott, what about your mock? Where'd you have him going?
McMillan, I had hang on just one second. I had Ted McMillan going 12th to the Cowboys.
Look, he steps in, he's their number 1, right? I mean, that's why you make this pick.
Yeah, I mean, if you're look, I'm no GM. I would have taken a defensive stud and then go get your wide receiver in the second round. There's wide receivers are kind of like a dime a dozen. Is this guy head and shoulders better than every other receiver in the draft? He might be in this draft. It seems like this is every year we get big drafts of wide receivers. This one may not be as big as years past.
So I'm going to read some of the comments that have come in, and Hannah wants to know what's Gator drinking. Hannah Banana 90. What is Gator drinking tonight?
I am drinking a Stro Light in a can right now.
All right.
I'm going to have my beverage shortly.
I have backups ready to go here behind me.
Okay. God, the Pistons, every time the Pistons make a run, I give New York credit. They answer.
Wow, the Saints made a pick already. Or it's in anyway.
Shedeur.
Faster than the Raiders pick.
I think it's Shedeur.
Yes.
The Raiders didn't waste any time.
So you guys hear, last time the Saints drafted a quarterback in the first round was?
Archie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like 1971.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw something on one of the reels or TikTok, whatever. It said that, name these teams. There's like only one team in football that has not drafted a quarterback in the first round in the last 50 years, and it's the Saints. And I'm like, well, what about Archie Manning? Well, he was 71, so it's more than 50 years. It's a crazy stat.
That makes us feel old.
Well,
Cade, you got to take that layup.
Chicago's
Take it.
probably hoping that Tyler Warren is going to be right there for him. That just screams Ben Johnson.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's a great call, Rico.
I mean, he can do. I mean, Doug, you saw he can do everything.
He's Taysom Hill. He's Taysom Hill.
No, he has talent.
Fuck you, Doug.
Would you draft Taysom Hill 10th overall?
He has talent. So no.
Fuck no, I would not draft Taysom Hill 10th overall. Jesus.
Scott's been waiting for years to say that. Now you can't.
Okay, I gotta say, I am impressed with the crowd in Green Bay. I didn't think they were gonna have that.
Dude, they look. I agree with you completely.
The whole Hamlet showed up.
I mean, I'm expecting like farmers and just wow.
And they got overflow in Lambeau.
Well, I thought like maybe I was like,
There's
was
a
that
different
Detroit from
party
last
going
year? Like, no, that's them. Wow.
It's awesome. It looks great. I mean, the whole state showed up for this one. They won't come near the Detroit crowds, but it looks great for TV, and I'm sure they're having an awesome time because it was an awesome time last year. Look at that. That looks great. It's just a sea of people. It looks awesome. So the Saints pick is in there. I have not. My cousins live in Madison, Wisconsin, and my cousin keeps trying to get me to come out there. And when I was ready to pull the trigger last year for the Lions game, he had just sold his tickets, so we didn't happen. It will happen one of these days. So Mike Valenti's been out there.
That's number one on my bucket list. I haven't done yet, believe it or not.
I did tour in the off season, not the same, but it is a cool setup the way it is over there. You got like the.
Do you
little
want to go
neighborhood outside?
Does it feel like you have to go when it's cold, or are you fine going when it's just like mild like it is today?
I'm fine going when it's mild.
Yeah, I don't need the tundra.
Nor do I.
Did Shedeur just get drafted to the Saints?
Yeah, we haven't seen it on our screen, I don't think.
No, he just looks all happy. They showed a cutaway.
Well, the pick is in. Let's see if they decide to make it here.
Showing the QB graphic.
Before we get to that pick, our draft show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Alta Equipment, your local Volvo equipment dealer. So thank you very much to our sponsor for making this possible for us to be able to do this.
Thank you.
Is this our third or fourth one that we've done for this?
We've done this since COVID. Prior to COVID, I think we did. This might be like a fifth or sixth one. Oh, we've done a bunch of these. Yeah.
I would have had us at 4. But
I thought it was after. I didn't know you guys did it before COVID.
Yeah,
I mean,
because I remember
maybe it was
we did
just
one for
COVID.
I remember we did one when I was in my daughter's dorm.
really?
Yeah. On a cell phone.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, because it was graduation. It was Thursday.
Saints pick right now. Whoa, it is not Shedeur Sanders. Calvin Banks Jr.
Oh,
Well, I am surprised. But I mean, build the team with And it's not dumb.
Oh, I give him credit. You avoid the temptation of plugging a QB into a bad situation. Build it up.
Except you don't have a QB.
Right. Who's their quarter? No.
Right.
Unless
Next
you know
year's
what,
next year's a better crop.
Taysom Hill.
or maybe they go after Cousins.
It's top 10 pick Taysom Hill.
Who's their backup?
They have Jake Hayner. I don't think he's their backup.
Was it Rattler?
Yeah, it was.
Rattler?
Right.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I got a feeling maybe they go after Cousins when this is all done.
All right. Well, my mock draft is officially messed up. So
All right.
didn't take that long.
Let's see who Ben
What's that?
Johnson takes.
All right, so I got to go find a shoe at some point. What time do you want me to do this?
Why are you shooting the boot?
You weren't there early when I explained it. I said that during the Lions-Bears game, they'd show a cutaway with a fan with some sign trying to recruit Ben Johnson, and they didn't, which is just terrible direction by the producer or Fox or whoever. But
I think
I was wrong, so I have to drink beer out of a shoe.
How do you feel about
Well,
5
they're
minutes
showing
after the
Jameer
conclusion
Gibbs
of the
on
basketball
national
game?
television.
You
How do I
guys
feel
love
about
drinking
that?
out of boots.
How do I feel?
5 minutes after the conclusion of the basketball game.
5 minutes after the basketball game's done? Sure. We'll get Kang on. Kang should see it.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should make sure the King is here for it.
Yeah.
Doug,
He was
you'd be
the one
happy to know
monitoring the-
Jameer Gibbs just got TNT time.
Did he?
They showed him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Ashton Genty owes a half of
Too
his
bad
first
he's
half.
on his phone, but
Oh,
sure.
just stop.
The Gibbs effect.
Stop it.
Let's make a 3.
That's not who you want shooting that three.
No,
Although Beasley has not done anything either. So
they count.
goaltending.
Goaltend.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Bears pick is in.
that's quick. Well,
It's
who knows
kinda-
if it's quick? We've been sitting on it.
Yeah,
I got to think. I
It's
don't.
got to
know.
be Tyler Warren.
He
Well,
just
they
fits
do.
them.
apparently it's the time where they parade out blondes on the draft. All right,
I
so
see.
Oh,
ooh, Ron Holland.
that did not look good.
No, it did not. Pistons down 8 late third quarter, by the way, for people watching.
2 big free throws here.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take this on a night where they just don't look good.
No, you're gonna have to steal it.
Yep. That's a good way to put it.
You know, I mean, they outplayed them the first 2, but you're gonna have to steal one.
Yep. All right. Are they doing a skit? I mean, seriously, are they doing
I
a
think
skit?
they are.
They are. They have to be.
What
Do
is
we know
this?
who they are? Are they famous?
Was it Laura Rutledge? No, it's not.
Laura
Is that Laura
and the
Rutledge
other
on
one's,
left?
Oh yeah, that is Laura.
Yeah, she
Colleen
took
Wolf.
the extensions out of her hair.
Who's the other one?
She's
Colleen
on
Wolf,
NFL Network.
NFL Network.
Oh, okay.
Colleen Wolf. What, no Kay Adams?
Oh,
My
May
girl.
14th. We find out the schedule comes out May 14th.
Okay.
So they're announcing the schedule release. They're announcing the announcement of the
Announcement.
schedule release.
They're announcing when they're going to make an announcement. You're right.
It's like having a meeting to set up a meeting. Yes.
It's Jack Burns, what is it, the pre-meeting briefing? Jack Burns? Hey, I quoted a movie, people. Let's go.
Well done. Well done. The Bears look very happy with their selection.
Oh yeah, but Gator, has anybody ever kicked over a table and flipped a chair or something? No.
Mike has. Oh, you mean actually the GM?
No,
no.
I would love to see one of the rooms that somebody was just like, you know what, that's not my guy. You guys can celebrate.
I got overruled. I'm not happy.
Right. We'll just hold up the middle finger to the camera.
Did that happen with Matt Millen in town?
Gator, where's the dog?
She's actually asleep in front of me. We went for a rather long walk today. I thought maybe I killed the dog because she was panting like crazy for 45 minutes after the walk. But
Oh, here we go.
she'll get jealous in a second.
Oh, I'm going to pay homage to Steve McMichael. If you're Paul Reed, you got to make your free throws.
I was just going to look up what they're shooting as a team. I feel like there's a bunch of points they've left out there.
This can't be true.
Don't spoil it.
No, Pistons have shot well from the line, 81%.
Now you've piqued my curiosity, Rico. Is it draft related?
Yes.
If he
Boy, you really do have that fast connection.
I'm watching on it. I'm watching on an out of seas app that is illegal.
Doing what?
Stony,
Sure.
what?
No, I got a text message from somebody.
All right. You care to share?
No, you guys don't want me to ruin it.
I'm not sure. Is it?
Oh, it's got to be Will Johnson then.
I feel like we just glossed over that Stoney's watching this through like a Nicaragua alt cast.
Right? Stoney, how are you watching the draft?
Offshore betting account that prior to legalization of
Next time I'm in, I'll show you the app that I have that somebody gave me.
What?
It's from Anguilla. Don't worry about it.
We got
Colston
jailbreak
Loveland.
over there. Whoa.
Colston Loveland goes to the Bears.
Right.
Tyler Warren dream is alive, Gator.
That's why I was just like, I didn't think Loveland would be drafted over Warren.
Is that what you said? This can't be true. Is that what you were referencing?
Yes.
Okay. So Gator,
Yeah.
the Lions are getting closer to having accessibility to the next Taysom Hill.
Who's the next Taysom Hill? Some shitty backup quarterback?
Tyler Warren.
No, Tyler Warren's an outstanding tight end. This is difference.
So would it be fair to say Colston Loveland is more like Sam Laporta than Tyler Warren would have been, and that's why he probably liked them?
That actually might be true. That's a good call. Good analysis, Nicaragua boy.
Thank you.
2 Michigan players in the top 10, Doug.
Well,
Muy bien, Stoney.
Yo, that's right.
Hmm.
The 49ers are up next.
Rico, who is it? Who you want?
Wait, the Georgia guy's still on the clock, ain't he?
Walker.
Jalen Walker's available.
What did you say?
Probably the best defensive
Yeah,
player on
Pistons
the
will
board.
be over, so I'll be watching it.
I just want to edge.
Well, the pick is in.
God, is it moving fast?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they messing with us, though? Because I think they tell us that, and then it still takes 5 minutes anyway.
Well, yeah, because they got to do the whole package of the previous player. They got to interview and they got to do all this stuff. I think, teams just know what they want to do. All right, Daddy's got to get another beer. I'll be right back.
By the way, how about the fact – go get one, Gates. How about the fact that the 2 Michigan players go to Cleveland and Chicago, 2 cities we love to root against?
Yeah, I was just like, wow.
Well, I'm sure you're down,
I mean,
Rico.
say what?
I'm sure you're down.
No, I'm just saying, like Loveland is. I like him. I just didn't think he was going to go before Warren. That's all. I was like, wow, okay.
Good
But
landing
hey.
spot for him, though.
Oh, look at his crib in Idaho. Look at that. Classic Idaho with the 2 moose heads on the wall. Did you guys see that?
No.
Or sorry, M.
I did see it.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. Jeez.
That's right out of Central Casting, isn't it?
The guy with the looks like he's straight off the Yellowstone Ranch.
Is that John Jansen's house?
Looks like the Moose Preserve. By the way, Doug, go Sens go. We're losing 2-1. Doug left. 2-1 Leafs.
What about the Battle of Florida?
Oh, I didn't realize that was that on tonight. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
Panthers up 1-0, final 2 minutes.
I mean, the best part about Toronto taking a 3-0 lead in this series, if they win this game, is they'll lose in 7.
That would be. I'm telling you, people would just lose their freaking mind.
No, they'd be suicidal.
It's close.
All right,
All right,
Pistons, fourth quarter. Let's get it
We need
together.
a fourth quarter.
Don't love a turnover on the first possession to start the quarter.
No, Cade, come on, man.
They go Towns mismatch. Yeah.
So as we wait this, Rico, you want Jalen Walker?
I do. Yeah, I would probably take him. There's a couple guys, but if I had, they need an edge rusher to pair up with Bosa. So
All right, put a pin in that dunk. I don't know how many people had the Pistons game on, but Malik Beasley just dunked on Anunoby and pointed at him to cut a 10-point lead to 8. And I'll see if that gets everybody going.
Want to circle back?
Well, put a
You need a
pin in
spark, to Doug's point.
it. Yep.
Yeah, they just showed the replay of the point.
You know, when you're shooting 1 for 36 tonight, you shouldn't be doing that. But
I
whatever.
know, right? I hope it gets Beasley going because it has not been good.
2 of 10 to Stoney's point.
Is he?
Yeah, 1 of 7 from 3.
He's not having much of a series right now.
Last 2 games, yeah.
Yeah, first game he was okay.
But they're still in this, right? I mean, they could win this
Oh,
game
Yeah.
and getting very little out of Malik Beasley, which would be, if I were a New York fan, that'd be problematic. Of course,
Hardaway
New York-
came out on fire. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, Stoney, you do restore the floor. Has he always
Yeah.
been the torch?
Who, Beasley?
No, Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway.
No, Hardaway
No,
Jr.
I never heard that before tonight.
Yeah,
Actually.
Mason dropped. We call him the torch, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
am I out of the loop? I know they haven't been very good for a while.
No.
I mean, I like the introductions, but I was just like, man, that was like a knockoff version of the originals.
Yeah.
The going to work.
I still
guys.
appreciated it.
No, I liked it, but I was just like, oh, okay. I like Cades, but yeah, I was like the torch. I've never heard that before.
Doug, trimming it down.
Well, here we go. Is it the dunk? I think it was the dunk.
We'll remember this when they do the Beasley statue.
Cunningham.
They cut it to 6.
Yeah, Cunningham was good.
Well, the pick is in for the Niners.
And for like
Rico's gonna find out before we do.
Yeah, I don't mind, brother, if you ruin it for your own team. So if you get the pick early, let us know.
You can jump.
Oh
in.
they took the other. They took the other edge rusher.
Oh, Michael Williams?
Yeah.
He's interesting, man.
I wanted
He
the
is.
Lions to take him.
I know.
Yeah, he is very interesting. Potential is there. I guess higher upside, but
So maybe it's lazy to compare him to Trayvon Walker because they both went to Georgia, but they're the same size and you're drafting on upside. The difference is you're not using the number 1 overall pick on the guy.
right.
And Walker had 20 sacks the last 2 seasons. So
Right.
if Williams can be
So-
that guy, I mean, that's a hell of a pick.
Right. So yeah.
But Walker was so dominant in college. Was Williams as dominant in college, though?
He had the ankle injury,
Yeah.
which is maybe why you get him here.
So
That's
yeah.
why I thought maybe he'd fall even further.
So as a person I know, it's a value pick.
Value, Rico.
But yeah, I'll if he's healthy, yeah, I'll take him. I would have took his teammate Walker, but sure. You brought in an edge. That's all I cared about. I didn't want them to get cute and anything. No, just
So who's that put up here? Dallas?
Yeah.
Total wild card.
By the way, Beasley with another driving layup. They've cut it to 6 here. Early 4th quarter.
Does Dallas go Hampton or do they go Golden or Warren? Because Barry Alvarez's grandson is not the great. He's good, but he's not great. Paul Reed being tough on defense.
I like it. And on the offensive end. Doug, down to 4. The point.
You are a few more than a little bit ahead of me now.
Paul Reed, as
Yep.
Tobias misses another shot before. I'm seeing Philly playoff Tobias in this game.
Yeah, he's showing up.
No, he doesn't mean that. And
I know. Oh, I know.
I know. He knows. He knows.
I know exactly what he means. Ooh. Is that spit? Campaign spit on? I don't think he meant to. I think he just had spittle come out of his mouth. Kang hates Campaign. Why don't you like him? My son said Campaign. Oh, here we go. We're going to see a replay. No, I didn't spit on him. My son just said Campaign is an eyesore. Oh my God.
Oh, they both got texts?
Did you see the spittle?
No.
No, I didn't see it.
That was disgusting. What was that?
Come on, Paul Reed. You got to box
Oh,
out.
Well, looks like only one got the technical foul.
No, there was no free throws. They both did.
Oh.
Payne and Schroeder. Come on, Tobias. Do something. There you go. Great. God darn it.
I don't know if I'm behind or ahead. So.
Someone's got to make a shot. I mean, come on now.
Oh,
They're getting the stops.
And I am behind. Stoney's Nicaraguan.
Costa, I feel like you're about 5 seconds ahead of everybody.
You know what happened, guys? I got the little spinning wheel on FanDuel, backed out, got back in, and I feel like it sped me up. I'm ahead of everybody now. So I will keep that in mind.
Stoney's Nicaragua stream is seems
No,
to be
that's on the draft. I got
okay.
my cable and
Tibetan bellies.
yeah.
It's like a Bangladesh Blaha on the call.
Yeah, exactly. Very behind.
Stoney, do you have to pay tariffs on your
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, Gator showing off the guitar collection.
Ooh.
Somebody asked. I thought I'd
I'm
oblige.
getting a beer. I'll be right back.
Cowboy pick is in.
And I've switched beers to New Orleans' own Abita Amber Lager.
Oh, that's good. Tyler Booker. Wow. Goes to the Cowboys at 12. Wow.
So not
He's
a.
fired up.
Everyone was
That's
thinking they
actually
were going to go with a wide receiver or try to get Genty, and
Okay, you know what? I don't even know.
never
That was
done to
actually
go
a
for
smart
offensive lineman.
pick.
What, Rico?
That was actually a smart pick. Dallas, like you got protection, you got an O lineman. I thought they would go for a toy. Wow, I mean, is there photos of Tyler Warren in a bong mask?
Wow.
I
Dallas
didn't
doesn't
think he was
happier
going to
than
slide out
Booker.
the top 10.
Dallas has Ferguson, right?
Yes, they do.
So they don't really need a tight end.
No, they
Offensive
don't.
line, you can never go wrong with offensive line.
Guys, are you seeing how fired up this dude is right now?
Yeah, he sprinted.
Right. Probably only Travis Hunter was more fired up.
Was he a Cowboy fan? Where's he from?
Dude, I'm rich. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm rich and going to a state with no state taxes.
And he probably just made about 10 million more than he was expecting.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's from New Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah, right next door.
Yep.
Great pizza scene, but yeah, I don't think there's a lot of Cowboy fans up there.
Stoney,
Oh my God,
Stoney,
he's about
did
to
you guys see what
bless
Stoney
Goodell.
just did? He just tried to walk away, but he forgot to take his headset off. Anybody else catch that? He did the whole head snap. All right, we got a 2-2 game, Toronto and Auburn. What's supposed to be on there? Miami's on the clock.
So
Okay.
lots of people think this is where Tyler Warren goes.
What about Will Jones? Plays Jalen Ramsey.
Stoney, who is nagging at you right now?
Nobody.
Was it nagging?
It's my wife and my daughter having some sort of discussion right now.
Gotcha.
What do they think of Tyler Booker?
Was he on the if it wasn't on the Hey Rookie NFL Films stuff, I don't think anybody knows about it. I don't know. I think for once the Cowboys, that was a good pick. I think they didn't go for Glitz.
So, Gator, you were saying Warren here?
Yes, to
Miami.
you're saying
Miami?
Miami's got the next pick?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
they've
what
got
I've been hearing.
Jonnu Smith ended the year playing pretty well, but I guess he's an older tight end.
Their defense is horrible, though, too.
Yeah,
right?
I actually think they need to beef up the O-line and the defense.
This might be where Will Johnson's in play. Maybe.
Starting to get to now or never with the Pistons. We're under 8.
Yeah.
Wait till it gets under 4, then you
Yeah.
start sweating. The NBA. I know it's been a long cookies. You probably never seen them in the playoffs before, but
Rico, I was very young, but I remember it.
Do you?
I do.
He had his Blake Griffin jersey on.
I had my Fear the Fro afro.
you got pictures?
No.
All right, I was about to say I'll replace the photo that pops up when you call with that one.
That's how you get back into a game. You play defense.
Yep.
Oh, we got our next Cale Bridges, Tim Hardaway getting into it. Here we go. Pushing and shoving. Tobias is like, I'm going to get in this game somehow. I'm getting in the middle of this.
It'd be nice.
Did Tyler Booker just race down that tunnel faster than he ran the 40 at the combine?
He may have.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, he in Milrow, like he's happy. But like you said, he just made more money than he thought he was going to make.
Yep.
I got to tell you, Paul Reed, I don't know what the box score looks like. He's everywhere.
That's what he does. That's just who he is.
It really is starting to feel like it's not in the cards tonight.
No.
No,
Not after
Well,
that.
after the last.
not after that.
We are down 11 now, inside of 7 to go.
Don't love that shot.
One that went in.
Shrewd.
They made it.
Listen, that's just
Did you-
experience right there.
Did you see the stat they showed on TNT? First team in the hundreds undefeated in the playoffs.
In all series?
Yeah, 14-0.
I also saw a stat that said that teams that start off 2-1 have won 76% of the series since I forget what the year was, over the last 10 years or something like that.
Wasn't it when a series is tied at 1, the team that wins game 3, right?
Yeah. Well, see, when team that wins the third game goes up 2-1.
Yeah, to be 2-1, you'd have to be tied.
Well, but he said the teams that are up to
I get what you
win the
Sorry,
first.
yes. I don't recall if it said that it tied. It just said the team that takes the 2-1 lead.
Doug, looks like you may need to give us another breakdown of another player.
It's got to be Will Johnson. Huh?
No.
Kenneth Grant?
Kenneth Grant.
Wow.
Well, that Lions team's dead.
Well, yeah. Huh.
Well, if it is Kenneth Grant here, the Kenneth Grant story that I always tell,
Schroeder.
big 3,
Shooter
Kenneth
the
Grant
shooter.
story I always tell is they're at Penn State a couple years ago. I didn't have a spotter for that game. My cousin Mikey drove down from Toronto. He's a big Michigan fan, and I asked him to be my spotter. All you got to do is point out who made the tackle. And early in that game, Katron Allen broke free 35-40 across the 50, and he gets dragged down from behind, and my cousin Mikey points to Kenneth Grant. And I just thought, oh, that's cute. Mikey thinks Kenneth Grant just tracked down Katron Allen. And sure enough, it was Kenneth Grant who tracked down Katron Allen.
Oh, Tobias made a basket.
Well, you got the mismatch, Stoney. Not to undercut Doug's story. That's all. I mean, that's what Kenneth Grant is.
Did they just cut that lead to 3?
Yes, they did. From 11-3, just like that.
While I'm droning on about Kenneth Grant at Penn State, they cut this lead.
That's the NBA.
Yeah, because
I
it's a
told
game.
you.
Because
Wait
it's
till
a
4
game of
minutes,
runs.
Cookies.
Yep.
Just wait till 4 minutes and it'll all change.
Well, we'll see if it is Kenneth Grant. Pick is in. They're in a commercial.
Yeah, NFL Network has a shot of Dion talking with Shador.
They might have the same shot tomorrow too.
Oh, jeez. Cold-blooded.
That was the reason why he didn't go.
I gotta tell you that Green Bay looks fantastic. The lighting, now that it's gotten dark, all the
You
lighting
really
looks
did not be
fantastic.
right. They did a
Yeah.
nice-
I mean, I was all set to make fun of it, but I really can't.
No.
Nope, I agree. Good for them. All right, here we
So
go.
those were Tobias' first points of the game.
Wow.
No.
Here's a question: do you think they'll show the Kenneth Grant highlight of him chasing down?
There's Kevin
running
Grant.
back.
I hope they do. I hope they do. It was going right to left. Look at a big fella.
Where's
By the
he
way,
at?
A lot of people.
He's got a
He
bunch of
is
friends.
one of the funniest kids on the team. He's just unintentionally funny. Oh wow! Look at the suit.
So as opposed to like farting is funny, where it's totally intentional.
That is correct.
That's a big fella.
They're
Gets a great
showing
sound.
the highlight.
Are they on NFL Network or E ESPN?
Yeah, NFL Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on ESPN. That is awesome though.
Dude. Oh, I got Penn State highlights. This can't be it though, is it? Oh, it's a different Penn State highlight.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Well, they showed a different one on ESPN.
ESPN showed something else.
Yeah, they didn't show him tracking down from behind.
So they show his stats and said he only had was 11 and a half tackles for loss in his career, I think. I can't believe that's it.
Well,
Like this guy just lived in the backfield, it felt like.
he's a true run stuffer. Like he's
Well, there's the play.
Right, but Gator, I mean, if I stop you for a half a yard gain, I don't get the credit for that.
Doug, they're
You're
showing
right.
it.
You're right.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I do
there's-
love
there's no
that.
dialogue.
Did you see him get going, man? He was rolling. Freak show of an athlete. All right, so Colts are on the clock, and the Pistons are down 3 with what, 4.5 to go?
Yeah. Now this was a popular tight end spot for Loveland. Maybe it's Warren.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gator. Don't you have Tyler Warren going to the Colts?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you can get one right here still.
I got like the
that'll
first
be-
4 right.
Scott, that'll be really good for you.
How about these crowd shots at the Pistons game?
Amon Ra.
All right.
So as he's sitting next to Branch, there's Gibbs. I'm watching TNT.
You see
They're on
AJ
there.
Hinch is at the game.
They're all on their phones.
Scott Harris was there.
Yeah, well, Hinch was bringing all the Tigers with him.
I mean, yeah, they interviewed Scooble.
Can we get Scott Harris some gear? He's just in like a black hoodie or something.
I mean, he's no Jim Costa sitting in the 1901 society, but you know.
He's going all Rob Lowe.
How are those seats, Jim?
You know, the view's great. I mean, you can call the game like you're the umpire. You can see the spin on the ball, but the price point, I mean, we got them through the Tigers. The price point, and they got to finish it. You can't get your food. You got to go up to the Tiger Club. It's just not complete.
Yeah, I guess I
Gotcha.
missed the email for my seat, so that's cool.
The pick is in for the Colts, and Gator, you got one right. Tyler Warren, Penn State.
I got another one right. Thank you. Stop that.
Big shot
Well,
by
let, me,
Brunson.
let me just double check that that's actually who I had them taking. But
I'm pretty sure you did. I paid attention to very little, but I did pay attention to that.
thank you. Thank you for your support. It was Tyler Warren.
Not a boy.
Yeah, I'll get the next one wrong because I had Michael Williams, but maybe this is where the Falcons take Jalen Walker and take the other Georgia guy.
Well,
I'll
maybe the
give you half
Falcons.
credit for
maybe
that.
Falcons, may Falcons go green here.
I think they go Michael Williams again.
Yeah. Shut up.
Maybe they'll take another quarterback.
Is this Piston game gonna come to like a last possession? I hope they can get it in range. We're gonna have a problem if it does come down to a last shot with people being different timed out here.
I know.
Oh, I just won't say. I mean, you guys will know. I'll probably just turn you off and log out.
Oh,
That's a big mess. Okay, get some stops. It's all about getting stops.
I can't beat Stoney's French fan duel.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Good.
That's a good defensive
ball,
possession.
get the basketball. It's on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah, but it was it Brunson?
It's
That's
Brunson
a
and
tie
Durant.
up.
Brunson and Schrader.
All right. So
Schroeder, I think.
again, loose ball, and it's Brunson and Duran in a tie up. Are they going to call Schroeder, or are they
Yeah, I
going to
think
call
they
Duran?
will.
Yeah, I want it. I please
How-
let it be. It's not even a tie.
I don't think that should have been a. That's not even a tie up.
No.
No.
If they're going to jump it, they should just tap them in the balls on the way up.
Is that your trick?
Yes. Listen, when you're rocking a 23-inch vertical leap,
They
you got to
got
pull out all the stops.
By the way, it is Duran and Brunson.
Duran.
A ball.
That's fair.
There is no
That's-
excuse. Please, please, please. Brunson's going to stand on Duran's foot.
Or poke him in the eye. Dirty player.
Falcons on the clock. You can't even line up for a jump ball without there being issues. There's some real bad blood brewing, isn't there?
That's what playoffs are about, baby.
Maybe it started.
Sorry,
with
Stoney. It's been a while since we've done this.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my
Come
God.
on.
It's
Duran
happening.
just tapped it out of bounds. He just
Yeah.
tapped it out of bounds. There's an old
Always wants some
saying.
camera time.
Puppy.
There you go.
All right, Pup, you're done.
They just lost the ball on a Brunson versus
Yes.
Jalen Duran jump ball.
There's a little mismatch
Oh.
here.
Boy, Towns.
Fuck!
It's got a mismatch.
That might be that's the one we might have to put a pin in. That sequence.
Another pin?
Another pin goes in that sequence.
He's had that all series. I know he didn't score in the second half of game 2, but that matchup is his.
They need
Yeah.
Stewart back.
Yes, they do. Because hey, remember that last regular season game? Stewart drove Karl Anthony Towns crazy.
I thought he was he game time decision today?
I think so.
Well, he was in the last game too. So
So Sunday will be more than a week between games for him.
Right.
True.
So Cookies, are the Pistons giving you courtside seats?
Sure.
I mean,
Are you bitter about that? We can get you on an email. We can get you down there.
no, I literally look it up like, hey guys, doesn't that guy look like Costa? And they're like, that's because that is Costa.
Oh boy. Ringside table Batman.
Nah, man, I'm
Was
just
that
happy
Larry
I
Murphy
know who
behind
you are.
the plate, no seats the other day? Did you guys see that? Was it Larry Murphy that was sitting behind home plate? Anybody notice him?
I did not.
Or maybe I was hallucinating.
I know Ken Cal was at the game. Bumped
In the
into
good
him.
seats?
I don't think he was in the home plate area.
Anybody
Dusty May
see-
was.
Anybody see the Mike Greenberg tweet today or yesterday when they were on their way to Green Bay and he sent a tweet of some of the ESPN crew on a plane?
No.
Because in the background, I swear to God, was Tim McCormick. Random Tim McCormick sighting.
That's funny.
Let's see if I can find it. I got a picture here somewhere.
You said it was Greeny?
Yeah, Greeny tweeted out a picture. Here we go. I got it. On their way to Green Bay.
You mean they didn't fly private?
Maybe they did. You see Tim
No.
McCormick in the background?
Oh, it kind of looks like. Is that him?
Sure as hell
Looks like him.
All right,
boys.
need to stop, boys. Need to stop.
Round 5, 2:19 to go. Offensive foul. On the
There
net.
we go.
All right. If they steal this game, Carl Anthony Towns.
Lois is giving me the biggest side eye right now.
Yeah.
She's so pissed.
See.
Cade with a
Like,
bucket.
couch is fine.
Yes.
It's not your lap.
All
Down
right,
to three.
one possession game.
Costa, are you like 5 seconds ahead of us?
I don't think it's 5, but I'm a little bit ahead.
So there's another run. 12-4 is a run. Oh, almost. If they don't get it into Towns, they're idiotic.
That's Brunson. Right?
Of course, Brunson will make it, but
He did not.
War not.
Piston basketball down 3.
Come
minute
on,
38
Cade.
to go.
Come on, Cade.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
what?
No.
Oh,
He just lost the basketball.
the Towns actually make a defensive play for once in his life.
Brunson makes
Oh,
it. That is
Let's
a
go.
key.
Put a pin in it. I'll shut up.
Oh, no
right.
good.
Yeah, we got a place to put
Oh.
your pins, Doug.
I hear you.
Oh,
Piston's in
is it a
trouble.
pin or a fork?
And all people with the
fork.
kill shot that.
This fucking cock knocker.
Wow.
Pistons down
Sorry.
7.
I
Oh,
offended
he's
the dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, your fucking dog
He's-
drives fucking crazy.
He's so fucking good, but I hate him
Yeah.
for this series.
He looks like he smells.
Yes, he does.
I mean, let's be honest.
Somebody on
Like a
Twitch.
high-
You don't want to touch that one.
Simple lack of hygiene. That's all.
Spartan Green on Twitch just posted down 3, down 7, down 3, down 10, down 3, down 7. That's this whole
Guy's
game.
all over the place. What an asshole.
Have they got it within 2 at any point in this extended stretch?
I don't think so.
believe so.
I think they cut it to 3.
No, the closest was 3.
What is Brunson at? The only good thing about Brunson, oh, maybe not,
So the last time it was a 2-point game was 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
but it did happen. Too. How do we feel about those of us that have Brunson under 28.5? He's got 26 right now.
He's
Gonna get
probably
free
gonna
throws.
shoot a bunch of free throws. Yeah.
I think they're gonna punch him to get the foul, so he's gonna get to the line.
And Jalen Walker's off the board, selected by the Falcons.
All right, so it's the other. They took the other one from Atlanta or from Georgia.
It took that
Well,
long to make one
well,
pick.
They ran that thing all the way down. I bet fielding trade offers, right? They got it.
All right, they cut it to
Want
3.
to put a pin in that one, Doug?
No, I'm
Oh.
going to put stuff.
It's down to it's 4-point game.
4-point game. 45 seconds ago.
Math.
That's a
I don't
foul.
particularly like having the draft and the game on at the same time.
No, I don't either. No,
I really
Well-
don't like.
Oh well, unless they change the Tigers game, Pistons game at 1, Tigers schoolboy on the mile 140 on
Wow.
Sunday.
Yeah, I don't care for that either. Oh, Stoney, what are you drinking there?
Blue light.
Okay, fair enough.
all right.
Costa, you boozing up or no?
Not tonight.
School night. Yeah,
He's
got
got
school night.
he's got to get up in 5 hours or whatever.
It'll sneak up on you.
If anybody knows, it's Stoney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why Stoney just didn't stop drinking. He never went to bed. And now you know the rest of the story.
The rest of the story.
They've missed one free throw all day.
The Knicks?
Yeah, they showed the stat 21 and 22.
Pistons with it, down 6, 35 seconds to go.
Eve. No. Okay.
Right. Dunk.
And a
Down 4.
flush.
Brunson ain't giving it up.
Hey, man.
Doug, what was the thought in betting his under tonight?
It's 29.5, and I bet the under, and he's at
26, you
He's-
said, I think?
he's at 26 right now. What was the thought? The
Yeah.
thought was he would be
He would
under
score under.
29.5 points, Jim.
Okay.
That was the
All
thought.
right. Thanks, Doug.
But at this point, it's pretty sketchy. Look, let's just hope for overtime, and he goes over. But because we're in overtime. How about that?
That you'll accept. Yeah.
I will gladly give up my dollar.
This is not the Pistons' best effort in the postseason. But at least people are talking about him now.
Oh, Gator.
Holy mackerel. Yeah. Get the fork out. They're done.
Yep. The ticket draft show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Alta Equipment, your local Takuchi equipment dealer. There you go. So Pistons got it, down 6, 15 to go. And now,
Look, I haven't looked at a box score, and I'll be honest with you, I paid way more attention to the draft than I have this Piston game.
Yeah.
But it feels like the Pistons were lacking some play from a couple of players that they would rely on that just didn't show up tonight. Would that suffice?
2 points from Tobias.
How much from Beasley?
Beasley has 12, but it's misleading. He's 4 of 14.
It's not misleading about that. 12 is way short, and 4 of 14 is horrendous. So what Cade does?
'Cause they're not going to pick till like 11 o'clock.
Cade's got 24, 10, and 7.
One
it's
position game.
kind of-
Let's see.
Hardaway just hit a 3 with 6 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Still down 3.
Reminds me of a song from the 70s. Too much, too little, too late to try again.
So, not that it makes a difference in anyone's life, but do the Knicks stay over or do they fly back since it's 2 days in between?
I would stay. Why would you fly back?
I don't know.
It's like an hour and 20-minute flight.
Yeah, because the Pistons used to do that in the old days. Like when they had those, like against Indiana, they would never stay.
You know what?
When
They
it's- when
probably
it's-
said this, Stoney. You win, we fly home. You lose, we stay here.
Where would they stay? Would they stay at like the Daxton or the Townsend, or are they staying downtown at
I don't know.
Shinola or something like that?
The book
Costa, you know where they're staying.
Oh, and I know. I know a lot of the baseball teams.
You get the good seats to the Tigers game. I don't know.
exactly.
The Townsend's where a lot of the
Culture.
baseball teams stay, right?
Townsend is usually where teams would stay, but then the Daxton open up, and that's a real nice hotel in Birmingham as well. I've heard teams stay there.
Another person I was hoping the Lions would get is now off the board.
Cardinals at 16.
Here we go. Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
You know, the defensive tackle pool is drying up. Only Derek Harmon is left, which wouldn't make me mad.
Not at all.
Do you move up to get him?
No.
Not from 28.
So if you give up your third, I think you can get to the low 20s.
But you know what's happening here? What's happening here is very interesting player is dropping, and that is Jahad Campbell.
And Mike
Yes.
Green.
Mike Green is too, yeah. Pistons need to steal off this inbounds. Ooh, is that over and back? Did Brunson catch that in the front court and take it into the back court?
I don't think so. Let's see. I'll wait for a replay.
I mean, I don't know. Can you challenge that?
Well, they used their challenge earlier.
Yeah, on a stupid ass challenge.
Dumb Tobias.
No.
Can
Campbell.
the officials can appeal it themselves, though, can't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he
Oh,
caught it in
Cade's-
the backcourt.
See, Cade's talking to the official. Did Brunson catch that in the front court and carry it into the back court? Cade's arguing it, but they handed Brunson
not
the ball.
showing it.
They want to review this thing. They're trying
Oh,
hard,
Beasley's upset.
Oh,
and they're
that's
not going to stop. No, it's ah.
Can we get a replay?
Can we
It's
get a
irrelevant
replay?
now.
He should have called the timeout before the free throw, JB. He called a
Yeah.
timeout after Brunson makes the free throw. He caught
Why would
this.
you use the?
He caught it in the front court and took it into the back court.
Well, it's close.
Did
When,
he
when did he
catch
have when did he have possession? That's the key.
Oh my
And
God.
He has possession. He never had possession.
What about the process of the catch?
No.
He never had possession. I don't think, but
So he didn't take a timeout.
No, he dropped it.
Oh, he missed a free throw. Where's he
He
at?
did, but yeah.
Was that for 30? Did he end up with 29 points?
I had a 29 and a half.
I think he
Yeah.
ended up with 29
Doug,
points.
he's at 29.
Doug is now
Doug,
Doug is
Doug,
now head
Doug,
of the
Doug,
Jalen
Doug.
Brunson fan club.
No, let me tell you, there's a lot of things I might be, Stoney. I am not in the
I
Jalen
know.
Brunson.
I know. You know why? Because you go back. I remember when they played Michigan, when they beat Michigan in the
yeah.
finals, and I always thought he pushed off then. You know,
Yeah.
he always did. But he's a
Yeah.
terrific clutch player.
I want to see that replay again.
He never
This is the
possessed
thing.
it.
He never possessed it until he had already established in the backcourt.
Yeah. I think he thought about it. He almost touched it.
Look at he was going to grab it, and then he took his hand off it.
He took his hand off, the ball bounced, and then he grabbed it and established himself.
You know what, though? It should have been reviewed.
Yes. Yes. You're right there.
Yeah. So what do the Pistons need? They're down 4 with 3.2 to go. So here you need what Michigan did against, was it Arkansas earlier in the year when they fouled a 3-point shooter and he made it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
got to
that's
think
what
the Knicks are probably like, everybody just stand right here. Worst that happens is we win by one.
So, I mean, if you're the Pistons, you're inbound at half court, throw it down low, get a lob, and then you got to steal the inbounds. So that's all they got to do. And Tobias hits a 3.
Of course. Of course.
Wow, they gave him that foul with 0.5 left. So Pistons down 1 with 0.5 left. Do you guys see
wow.
Toronto one?
I think
Toronto
the
one?
line. What's the line of this? Wasn't the line 1.5?
The Knicks
One and a
1.5.
Yeah. Did you
Wow.
did you see Toronto won in overtime?
Wait, so does
No.
this count as a 3-point shot?
Tobias made a 3.
Yeah.
No,
No,
because they
'cause
called a foul.
Did they
No, they're
foul
just in the
Brunson?
bonus.
Oh fuck! They fouled Brunson.
Doug, he'll miss them both. We're good.
No, I mean, since he was heaving it up, like, does that count as a shot?
It's a good question, Rico.
This is unbelievable. Talk about your bad beat. I mean, the Pistons are like done with. All right, they thought they were done, and wait a minute, we got some time left. Okay, inbound to pass, get the nope, and there it goes.
Unbelievable.
Lord
They
giveth,
fouled
and he taketh away.
I think I bet the Knicks tonight. I don't even remember it so long ago.
Wow. Wow. They fouled Brunson.
Sorry, Doug.
Look at Thibodeau.
It's all right. I mean, it just adds salt to the wound. I care very little about losing that bad. Oh, great. Missed the second one.
On purpose, yeah.
God, I can't stand that guy.
Can't believe, wow. Vegas had Knicks in 1.5.
All right,
What,
so
what are
back
they?
to the draft.
What are they arguing about?
They ran the clock when it hit the rim, which is wrong.
Yeah.
They don't have enough time to get a
But
shot.
they don't have a
off.
timeout, though.
No, they don't. But the
What do you do about
clock started when the ball hit the rim. I don't know what you do about it. I think it's probably a jump ball.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
you
it was
can't say it's home cooking because you're the clock keeper. So
No Spartan Bob here.
No.
So
Oh,
the
Bengals.
pick is in for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Do they go Mike Green?
People want to know if I'm going to shoot the boot. We're waiting until Kang gets on.
Yeah.
It'll be shortly. Did you find a shoe, Doug?
No, I got to find a damn shoe. Robert, you're right. That was a bad beat, but it's a loss is a loss. It's actually worth the comedy. Goodell's on the stage, ready to do the Bengals pick at 17.
So I think we're going to get an interesting player here. I don't know who it is, but whether it's like a Shamar Stewart or Nick Emanwari or Mike Green, something like that.
To replace
We're getting into
Henderson.
the territory
Henderson?
where-
Stewart.
Yeah.
Shamar
You
Stewart
looking at
it is.
replacing
Okay.
Henderson Gator?
Yeah, I mean they have to. They know that. I mean, there's a possibility that if they can't trade and the trade's going to sit out the year, they think they want Trey to play, obviously, but he wants to get paid. But Shamar Stewart's interesting because this guy's all about the fitting the suit. He's like a
0.5 is enough time to catch and shoot. By the way, it's
like in the Brady Bunch, it was the Johnny Bravo thing. If you fit the suit, you can be Johnny Bravo. And it's like this guy is a physical specimen. His RAS score was through the roof, but his production just wasn't there. He had
The Pistons
4.5
are gonna get
sacks.
the ball there.
The Pistons can't catch and shoot here, down 2 with 0.5 to go. They're just inbounding in front of their own bench. That you're right. They could catch and shoot.
Yeah,
I gave
Shamar
up on
Stewart.
it. Still going, huh?
It'll take a miracle. Well, he's
Really?
trapped.
Too. Oh, why do that?
And
Oh,
Come on, man.
it's going to take a miracle anyway.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
least
but
you have-
maybe you get fouled shooting. I don't know.
Foul Brunson again.
So football.
Yes, football.
Sorry,
you were telling us about Stewart's RAS score.
Well,
Yeah,
just
they picked him. So
yeah, they took a chance on a guy who is through the roof with athleticism and it looks like the ceiling's incredibly high, but he did very little in his college career in terms of sack totals of 4.5 sacks in 3 years there. But he did get in the backfield quite a bit. It's an interesting selection. But if there's no Trey Hendrickson, then he's the only guy on their defense. And for an edge rusher that wasn't productive, it's interesting pick by Cincinnati. But if they can get Trey Hendrickson to come back, that takes all the pressure off of him, and he can maybe have some time to develop. This was Kang's guy. Kang would have liked to see the Lions get Shamar Stewart.
Are we 10 picks out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 11 technically, I guess.
Yeah, but we're zeroing in.
I mean, there's so much talent out there. Derek Harmon's out there. Like I said, Mike Green, Emanwari, the safety, is really intriguing. James Pierce from Tennessee, the edge rusher, and
Will Johnson's still there, right?
as a Rocky, Will Johnson, Gray Zabel. There's lots of guys here, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons are going to take the running back, the offensive lineman from Ohio State.
Pistons?
see,
I mean the Lions.
I think
Which
if
one?
Zabel's there,
Simmons?
Stoney, I think they would take Gray Zabel because he's versatile.
Yeah, I think he'll be gone by the time he's got Minnesota written.
Well, the other lineman from Ohio State is Jackson. He's versatile. He was a guard and ended up playing tackle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So there's lots of versatility out there. I agree with Rico, though. I think Gray Zabel is a unicorn. The guy who can play all 5 positions on the offensive line and do it well.
Seattle's made their pick. Pick is in.
Mike McDonald. He loves Will Johnson, doesn't he?
Wouldn't be a shock.
He loves to play the piano. You don't know me, I'm your brother. No, it's living in hell.
One final thought on the Piston game. Jalen Brunson didn't try that same bullshit tonight, and the team played better. He didn't
Yeah,
try.
but Tobias Harris not being there really hurt. I mean, not
Yeah.
showing up.
I mean, that's our headline, right? Is their big guy showed up, ours didn't.
Maybe they got a little too much, and we're home, and we're gonna do all this, and you got to go out and still play.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go find a shoe. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna tag out if Kang's around. I'm sure he'll join soon.
He'll
But
be coming in soon. Yeah.
Looks like Gray Zabel's off the board.
all right, boys.
So Seattle's going to take Ray Zabel. All right, see you, Cookies. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
That's tough when you combine Cookies and Costa.
Yeah, I
Just
heard.
trouble.
Yeah.
It's tricky transition there. Okay, so Gray Zabel's off the board. You say he's making the pick right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like this guy. Look at it, almost 6'6", 312. So he's not, a fat bastard. He's lean. He's quick. Can do everything up there. Had a hell of a Senior Bowl workout. Nice combine. And he's off to Seattle to block for Kenneth Walker.
And protect Sam Darnold.
Interesting. God help him. That's a terrible, terrible decision by the Seahawks. Go for Sam Darnold. Okay, so who's got the pick here? 19 is what do we got? 19 is Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
On my mock, I had Tampa taking Jihad Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama.
He's still available.
He is still available. It's a guy I think would fit great with the Lions. Plug him anywhere you want on the field. Edge, any one of the linebacker positions. I like it. And you got to start thinking about that because how many more years you're going to have Anzalone? What is this an area where some teams start to talk to other teams about trading back?
Well, I was about to say, see, this is where, and I still say, if the Lions want somebody at 24, they're going to trade with Minnesota because they got 4 picks. I think Minnesota wants out. And, yeah, the Lions may want that one person and not want to wait. And it'd probably cost them, like a 4th rounder to move up 4 spots?
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, I mean, I look at something like that.
Interesting to see who, if that's what they're thinking, who are the Lions targeting that they can't let slip away?
I mean, that's why I would love for them to say, okay, let's go get Derek Harmon. Let's just get him around.
I think Derek Harmon would be a great pick for the Lions, and I think they would have to move up to get him. But you got 3 of the 4 defensive tackles are already out. 2 guys from Michigan and Walter Nolan are all gone. So it leaves Derek Harmon. Now he's a hot commodity.
Now the thing is, if you're the Lions, do you hold on to your pick and field calls from Cleveland and New York?
Well, that's the other thing is that's where you got to play the game because they would want to move back into the first round to get the 5th year for a quarterback. You got to look at your pool of players and make sure that you're not going to miss out on one of those guys by switching off to the second round and delaying that pick by 4 to 6 picks. But I mean, it's interesting. There are a couple of names that are interesting here. Will Campbell is interesting. I know
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson. Yes, I know you're not a big fan of Will Johnson.
Who?
And there are question marks. Can he stay healthy?
Oh no, I'm a big fan of Will Johnson. I
thought you weren't.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I'm here. Gator. I've known him for a long time, since well before his Michigan days. So that's why I'm just so sad that he's injured and can't really show off what he can do.
But he's slipping right now, and that would be an interesting pick
slipping.
if he's still there.
If he can go to a team, probably where he could almost be like Rakestraw and redshirt next year, he's going to be a steal. He's not somebody you're going to take right away because I don't know if he's going to be fully healthy to just jump right in there. But if there's people behind him and he can sit for a year or sit for half a season, get healthy. Now I think you got to steal, which is why I said he'll probably go to someplace like the Eagles.
So does Tampa take a chance here on maybe a character guy, like a character issue guy, whether it's a James Pierce or Mike Green? Is that a possibility?
Maybe they go receiver. I mean, Godwin's coming off an injury, right? Evans is getting up there in age. I don't know who's the best receiver left, like Buka or
You got a Buka or a Burden.
Golden gone.
Or Golden.
Golden's still available.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Golden's got the speed, but I think Ibuka's more of the safety valve. But yeah, Golden's, if you want to take, yeah.
Who fits Baker better?
Well, they got, because I'm trying to say, they still got Evans, right?
Yeah, but how old? I mean, he's getting up there. I mean, he's still great, but he's probably got no more than two years left, right? You would think 3 years.
I mean, I look at Ibuka as more of a possession receiver. So, Evans can, I mean, it's a good point, Stoney.
I don't know.
Well, Tampa's taken chances on guys in the past. I guess that's why I brought up the other players.
Right.
All right,
You're right. I mean, Pierce would fit him.
I'm gonna do this at 10:30. 10:30.
Okay.
10:30.
You're gonna let it sit and ferment.
We give people.
You're gonna chill it.
No, I'm not gonna chill it. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna let it sit and ferment in the shoe and get to room temperature.
Oh no, I'm gonna fill up the shoe and I'll slam it. Let's bring in Kang. Kang, who is our producer who just watched the Piston game, has kept an eye on the draft, and there he is.
What's up, boys?
How you doing, sir?
All right, Kang.
What's up, Kager?
I had a rough last 10 minutes there, man. Rough last 10 minutes.
I get it.
I see the Pistons screw up a miracle chance at the end of the game, and then I look down and I see Shamar Stewart got drafted, and that's enough. That's enough.
That was rough for you. Tampa's pick is in. Let's see who they're taking here. Ooh, Ibuka. Interesting.
There it is.
Tony, you now? Yeah, they went with a possession receiver.
I gotta tell you, as a character guy, I haven't covered that kid from his time at Ohio State. I mean, I think I covered him exclusively, but I was always a fan of Emeka Ibuka. And I think he's going to be a great player in this league. He's one of those guys that when you draft him, whatever he has to offer, he will squeeze it out of his career. That's my impression of Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he stayed this past year, I saw a story where he wanted to make sure, what's his name, Jeremiah Smith, got the lineage of that position. As much as we hate Ohio State, it's such a great lineage of wide receivers.
Yep.
No, it's become wide receiver you for sure.
Yeah.
So, Kang, just while we wait the next pick, which is the Broncos, and they got 5 minutes. Overall, your thoughts on the Piston game tonight? Because I know you were locked in.
Overall thoughts are, no matter when they win or lose, their flaws and warts they always remain. And that's whether they can cover up those flaws and warts long enough to win games or not is the question. And tonight, the turnovers caught up with him. Malik Beasley, he put him on a milk carton. Where is this guy? I mean, he's been awful this series, and I don't want him tweeting or shimmy anymore until he hits 2 threes in a row. That'd be nice. But
finger pointing.
Yeah. I don't want anything from him until he starts playing better. Stay off social media. But yeah, this is gonna be, it's a tough series, man. They still stuck in there. I had Knicks in 7, so I mean, of course, I thought this series would go long. The series is not over, but disappointing result. And in the end, like I said, the things that worry you about the Pistons are turnovers and inexperience, and those two, bit him in the butt at the end. I mean, I think Jane Duran had 2 turnovers at the end there that were just completely. I don't know if you guys caught any of it at all because you had drafted. Yeah, but
we were watching.
I mean, the tip to nobody. Like, he spiked the ball in the corner. What are you doing? You just got to tip it up in the air over there. And then the last play, like, they weren't going to hit the shot. But I mean, he threw it like, I don't know where he threw it to, whoever Jalen Rose's old seats is where he threw it. So I don't know.
and Kang, playoff Tobias showed up tonight.
Yeah, but I can't be so mad at him because he's been good this, until the first 2 games.
Tony.
I said tonight. I just said tonight. We're talking about tonight's game.
I know, but
He
the
was
way
awful.
you made it sound like you're discrediting what he did in the first 2 games.
No, just looking at his history.
But
hey, Doug, I'll be back around the what is that, Vikings pick or so. Houston Texans
All right.
Vikings pick.
Hey, thanks, Rico.
All right.
You've been great. Rico Beard.
did Rico like the Niners pick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was texting my Niners family, and they wanted any offensive lineman or Campbell, or not Campbell. Who'd they draft? I was in Walker, right? Yeah.
All right. So as we sit here and look at the board, and the Lions are 7 picks away, 7 picks between now and then. Of the players still on the board, I'm going to list who I think would be in that bucket of coveted players. Not necessarily in order. We want Derek Harmon to drop. We want Jahad Campbell to drop. We want Mike Green to drop. We want Donovan Izaraku to drop. We want Nick Emanwari to drop.
Pierce.
It depends on who you ask if you want.
Pierce and Will Johnson are 2 interesting ones. If Will Johnson makes it to the Lions,
it's hard
I
to pass
trust
up.
the Lions to do the right thing. Old Lions would have me questioning why. New Lions, if they take him, then I'll be on board with it. But so we got a bucket of 5 with maybe 2 more. Pierce and Will Johnson.
Let me throw a wild card at you.
Okay.
In light of them signing an extension to Kirby Joseph, is Malachi Starks possibly in play if you're going to let Branch go?
Why would they go Starks over Nick Emanwari?
Or Emanwari? I guess I'm just throwing another safety out there, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't think they're definitely going to let Branch go. And if they selected Joseph to keep over Branch, I think that's malfeasance. I think Branch is by far the better player.
Well,
Kirby Joseph is really good, but
keep in mind they might not be making that choice. They might be signing the guy who's next,
correct.
And then later they might not be. And so I doubt they're saying that right now. But it may cost them in the end. But rather than lose out on Joseph, or there's some weird dynamic. And let's bring in John Jansen. We have John Jansen now with us, and I want to ask John about this because it's something that I think is hard to understand. As John now joins us. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Hold on a second here. I got to get you back on. Hey, my guys, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I knew I would hear as soon as I came on malfeasance from Stoney. It's kind of a must.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question about something that is hard to understand. But if you let Kirby Joseph this offseason go and don't re-sign him, does it start to erode away at a positive locker room?
No. I mean, at some point, these guys, I mean, younger guys learn as they go, right? But at some point, you're going to learn that it's a business. And the business means even good players, you might not be able to keep them all. And if they let Kirby Joseph go, honestly, a lot of those guys are probably thinking, more money for me. It's one of those things where they know the math. They know that their time is coming at some point, and they'd love to keep their teammates, but you can't keep everyone. So I don't think it has any effect on the locker room.
Okay. All right, good. Then I've overplayed that card, and I trust your judgment on this one because I think you knew what was going on in your locker rooms.
Yeah. Now, if So when I was playing, right, there was a couple of different things that happened, right? Houston just became a team. They got a franchise, right? So we had an expansion draft. And that was tough to see guys go. But again, you know what's the business. Free agency comes and goes. And guys are cut. Sometimes they're cut because they're just their contract costs too much. And you know they're still one of the best in the league. They just can't afford to pay him anymore. There's a lot of different reasons, and it sucks, but that's just the cost of doing business.
Hey, John, if it gets down to where the Lions, I don't know, have to decide to go offensive line, which of the two Ohio State linemen are better? There's Jackson or what? Simmons is the other one, right?
I mean, if you want to be soft, then yeah, go ahead, get one.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, I did see that they
champion. I don't know.
Buckeye finally went off the board. How many Wolverines went off the board already? 3?
Yeah.
Why didn't they win?
What they did win.
They beat Ohio State, yeah.
Yeah, they beat Ohio State, yeah.
All right, here we go. Denver.
Here's the hair.
Jahdae Barron goes to Denver. Okay.
Who?
Jahdae Barron, the Jim
Wow.
Bolton winner out of Texas.
Everybody thought Hampton was going to go there too. Wow.
So did I see that Gray Zabel went to Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
Okay, so here's one of the big dramas. Pittsburgh.
Oh, here we go. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Do they take Shador? Do they take Jackson Dart? Do they not take a quarterback at all?
Here's something else. If they don't take Shador, that's where the Lions might trade out of the first round, right?
Correct. If somebody wants them.
Yep. By the way, for people just joining us, 10:30. I will make up for my shoot the boot guarantee.
Oh.
So
What was the shoot the boot guarantee? What I miss?
I opened my big freaking yap and said that during the Lions-Bears game this year on Fox that they will show a cutaway of a Bears fan holding a sign recruiting Ben Johnson. And for some freaking reason, they never did that. So I got to drink beer out of a shoe.
I don't know why you guys do that.
What are you eating, John? What do you got there?
I got some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Hello.
Buffalo sauce.
That covers a few food groups.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
You guys there?
Yeah.
We're here.
What? No beer, John?
No beer, no water. I got to work in the morning.
Like early?
Yep. Be ready to rock and roll. It'd be a fresh day. So what are
I've lost everybody. I don't know if you guys can see me.
We can see you. We can see you perfectly.
I can't see or hear anybody. So should I reboot this?
Right now,
Well, we could
Doug,
see and hear Doug.
Yeah.
So that's up.
Doug is he's calling engineering right now. They're happy.
Will the Steelers go Shador? What do you think?
Are the phone's working?
Oh, they got.
I think he's going to Pittsburgh.
So do I. Look at all they're showing, all the cameras and shit.
Oh, so is someone going to dump that, Greg? Anybody?
No, we don't have to.
I'm kidding.
Hey, they've been working overtime with the dump button today. I did call Brunson.
All right, Stoney. We don't have to celebrate it, guys. Come on now. You're a must, but you know.
I know. I'm good.
Maybe I'm crazy, but you guys, you're talking about safety. I don't think. Maybe I'm in the minority. I believe Brad Holmes when they say they don't give a crap about position and depth chart. Like literally, he's going to draft the best player on the board. It has nothing to do with Kirby Joseph's contract, Brian Branch coming back, J-Mo's contract. Whoever is on their board at that spot, the top guy is they're going to take. And obviously they have him up there for a reason. And they know position that guy plays, whatever, their board list out. So I don't think the contract stuff has anything to do with it. I think that they're going to try to bring back all these guys. And don't forget, some of these guys may not live up to their second contracts where you just end up cutting them, and they're not going to be on the team. That opens up some money. It opens up a position. So I don't want to, Kirby or whoever the recent extension guys, one of these guys might suck in a couple of years. They're not going to see the end of these contracts, all of them.
Well, the pick is in for the Steelers. Roger Goodell is making his way out to the podium.
They're not showing Shador's
To the
party
terrible
anymore.
fouls, yeah.
I saw earlier, were they just showing an empty couch?
No, Derek Harmon, Oregon.
John's spoiling it.
Is that the
Oh,
pick? Is?
am I not supposed to spoil it? What are the rules here?
No, you're ahead.
No, you
It's okay.
you can't.
No, you're
You
good.
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Derek
good
Harmon.
call.
Yeah. I'll bet you.
Good call, John.
Hey,
John
man.
Adamas.
What's in those nuggets?
I hit that pick.
Did you
Another
have
one
two
I hit.
picks for them?
Yeah.
Did you pick 2 picks for the Steelers or just
Stop
one?
it, Kane. Just shut up. Just shut up. My
Yeah,
next
well-
opportunity to get a correct one won't be for a couple picks.
You should
It's,
do a mock draft where you put 2 players in each spot.
Yeah, because
like
the Lions have 28 and 29, right?
It was a typo. We fixed it. It's all good.
Hey, I got a text here saying, "Why is John eating nuggets with a fork here?"
Why not? I didn't know there were rules. Don't worry, when I have my ice cream, I'll eat it without a spoon.
You're like the opposite of everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you guys see? So I know you guys were doing a lot of draft coverage. Did you guys see all the Tigers that were at the Pistons game?
Yeah.
All right.
AJ was
no, I didn't.
All right. So
I watched TNT, so they showed Gibbs and they showed Amon Ra, Ben Stiller. They didn't show any of the Tigers. So.
all right. So
I
the
know.
Tigers were
Yeah,
there.
Ben
I watched TNT as well, but if you go on social media, guys, the Pistons
Oh.
tweeted out a picture of the Tigers all in their suite, and you can see all the Tigers. It looks like Reese Olson saw the Tigers and asked if they could take a picture with all the Tigers. He looks like a kid that actually just was walking by the suite.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm not overselling this. He looks like
He's
someone
got
that
a
says-
really young face. He's got like
Yep.
those rosy cheeks
he's
and
got,
no
like-
facial hair. And
curly hair, he has glasses, rosy cheeks. He looks like a kid that walked in and say, "Hey guys, you mind if I take a picture with you guys?" And they're
Yeah,
like,
he
"Sure."
just got his license, and this was his first trip downtown as a driver.
he was very
Dad,
nervous.
can I take the car?
He's got
He had
like
to call his parents when he got down there. I made it. I'm in the parking garage.
Yeah. He was given the rules. Just don't go downtown.
But I'll take the queue line. Okay, well, you're fine.
I think Doug
so
doesn't want
the
to shoot
charge-
the boot.
I guess he's got some internet issues. The
Yeah.
Chargers are on the clock right now. They still have 5.5 minutes to go.
Should we take a gamble on what Doug's doing right now?
Well, he's probably used the bathroom
Scrambling.
at least at this point. And now he's he's scrambling. He might have to try to send the link to his phone. I think the phone is going to be the next call for him,
Oh, there you go.
as opposed to the computer. But I don't know. We could hear him. We could see him just fine. He couldn't hear or see anything.
He hit a button. Now he can't figure out which button it was.
Yeah. So is there anybody you trade up for, John?
Let me see who's left.
Or you just let the chips fall where they may at this point?
At this point, I mean, all the guys that I really wanted are gone. Which, I mean, a lot of those guys, I don't know. I didn't think Shamar Stewart would go that high.
That hurt me.
That was your guy.
Yeah. I didn't think he would get to 28, but
That was nasty. Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. Stop it. You
All right.
didn't shoot the
Yeah.
boot,
got
Doug.
that over with.
Yeah.
No, just
Yeah.
it is.
Doesn't
However,
count.
it is 10:30.
That was so
We're almost
disgusting.
10:30 here.
No, it's 10:29, so it doesn't count either way. We didn't see it, and it's not 10:30.
Yeah.
Hey, does
Never gonna do
Harbaugh
that.
go for Will Johnson here?
I don't think so. They need a receiver.
Whew.
I mean, I know
Never
he would
gonna do
love
that
to get
again.
Will, but He needs a receiver.
Luther Burden or Golden.
I don't know. You think they go
You want
Golden?
to pour it in the chute right now, Doug, just to make sure that foam calms down?
Oh, he's going to play the game, or I can't. Yeah, he can't hear us or see us again.
Oh, he's pretending. He's pretending he's frozen right now. That's cute. That's cute.
What kind of internet does this guy have?
No one, Doug. Dial up.
Oh, he's out. He's going back to his MySpace page.
Yeah, he's trying to sell
drink, did he drink it without no one looking? Did I miss this?
No.
Oh, he was
trying
joking.
to sell it. Yeah.
That was so nasty.
Oh, now he's back. Oh, yeah. Just stop it. Just stop it. So I think you should pour it in right now. That way the foam will give the foam some chance to die down.
I'm not going to do it again.
You didn't do it the first time. There is something on your face, though.
It's not. What's
you got
that?
something on your face, dude.
All right. Are we? It says I'm frozen again. Am I frozen?
No,
you're back.
No.
Doug's he's gonna hold the position, be like, "I'm frozen, guys."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the TV in the background still, going.
Probably, yeah.
Right. His son's gonna walk back.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
He's like, "Guys."
His wife's gonna start folding laundry.
Cat jumps on his shoulder.
You think Harbaugh's wearing his cleats?
Probably. All right. It's 10:30, right?
Let's see this thing.
It's time.
Yeah, it's 10:31. You're late.
Let's go. Let's go. Doug's gonna shoot the boot.
Dude, what are you doing?
Is that your Snuggie?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a towel. I've got experience with doing
towel.
it.
You are always cold.
It's your house, dude. Turn the heat up.
Let it, dude. Just let it. It's part of it.
Let it marinate.
Character. It's like a scar. Chicks dig it. Oh.
Oh. Wow.
Got a little frisky with that pour. That's gonna foam up.
Yeah. Is that AJ's shoe?
Oh, look, what is that? That's the worst ever. Oh my goodness.
And it's frozen.
And it's frozen.
Oh.
Still got the audio.
Kang, take a screenshot of that.
Oh man. Doug, right now they're booing you harder than they booed Brunson. Come on now.
That's a face.
That screenshot.
Oh man.
It's like that's a face of somebody that just realized that despite the fact he had the towel on, he spilled it all over himself.
Uh-huh.
He guarded against nothing.
Dude. Is
You
he
all
frozen for you guys too?
Can you talk, Doug?
Will.
You all right there, pal? Oh, now he's buffering again. Great.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, this guy.
Yep.
I'm glad he's leading the show.
Hey, you guys take a vote? Who has the worst internet access? Make sure you're the one who drives this show.
Yeah.
So the pick is in for the Chargers. They've got some interesting fans in the crowd there. It's a makeshift leather helmet face mask that this one gentleman is wearing. It is odd, to say the least. I haven't seen Goodell walk out yet, but I think he's going to shortly.
Yeah, they still got the band playing on the stage.
All right. What did I miss?
Are they playing She's a Bad Mama Jamma?
Could be.
Us making fun of you.
That was nasty.
We didn't see it. People want to see you do it again.
Huh.
Oh, fuck you.
Nasty.
Not doing it again. But
Do it for real this time.
switching it up. All right, what do we got? We lost no Derek Harmon, huh?
No.
He gone.
Yep, he gone.
Oh,
We got the Chargers. The pick is in, but we haven't yet seen it. Nope, they're all celebrating.
I was watching NFL Network. I'm going to flip back over to ESPN.
Oh, their feed's frozen too. They must have the Karsch internet.
He might go running
Oh.
back. I mean, fuck.
Oh, you go running back. Marion Hampton.
Oh,
wow.
best player available, probably. And
Mm-hmm.
I love that they took him because that's not somebody who the Lions would have taken. So it just keeps everybody
Yeah.
moving
Right.
on down the line.
That's all,
Yeah.
that's all you
Options are
want.
there.
They needed to go. They needed a running back too because
So now
obviously
we're-
J.K. Dobbins. No more J.K. Dobbins.
No Gus Edwards.
Yeah. Still nobody
So now
throwing
the
the ball.
hometown Packers get a chance to pick. Packers on the clock.
Have you guys talked about Jihad Campbell at all?
A little bit, yeah. We like him a lot because he's versatile.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very
What's gonna be-
talented.
What'll be interesting is how far does obviously Shador keeps falling, but James Pierce, what happens with him?
What happens to Mike Green?
Yeah.
Well, if you want him for the Lions, they could be there.
if there's any
Yeah,
kind
I
of issue, if there's kind of any issues with Green or Pierce, he ain't going to the Lions.
Well, you heard my bold. I don't know if it's bold, but my I declared that there's a good chance those two guys aren't even on the board for the Lions. I mean, but they have
Right.
the information we don't.
That's what I
you
mean.
know?
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, we're 22 picks into the draft, and neither has been taken. And Green was thought of as for sure being a top 20 pick. Well, he's not. So that might tell you everything you need to know.
Right.
I mean, he'll get drafted, but perhaps not in
Oh,
the first
yeah.
round. It's interesting.
well, that's Doug's guy. That would be his dream guy, right? It was before the whole process and everything. He was hoping that was a guy that was under the radar.
Mike
That he
Green?
was hoping, yeah. Mhm. But then the whole process started, and he gained
Well,
a lot of
then
momentum. Yeah.
And then people
Don't-
found out that there was sexual assault allegations, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Don't forget that. I don't know if it means anything, but the fact that Golden was here too to visit. I don't know if that means.
Yeah, I
anything,
still don't
but-
get that. That makes no sense to me. With that, I mean, even just use it as a smokescreen doesn't really make sense to me. The only way it makes sense is if they thought that they were going to get, some calls on Jamison Williams. If the Lions know that they're not going to extend him, does that go the same route that Hawkinson did? Okay, then trade him so you get something for him before he hits free agency. And if that's the case, you start to look up at replacing him. But I don't know. I think that damages the team in the short term, and the short term is a chance to win a Super Bowl. So I wouldn't trade J-Mo right now. I don't understand the whole Matthew Golden thing.
They
No,
like him.
I mean, if they go Matthew Golden, I'm still not trading J-Mo and just add another weapon to your offense.
Yep.
Would they dare go cornerback again? Whether it's Will Johnson or my boy from West Bloomfield, Max Harrison.
They could. They can't have enough corners.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if Brad Johnson's going to hold to best player available, it'll be interesting to see what they do. There are some boards that probably don't have Will on it in the first round just because of the injury concerns.
Yeah, Emanwari is really intriguing. With his just athleticism, his size, the speed. I mean, it's just can put him anywhere in the defensive backfield. You can put him up on the line of scrimmage and blitz if you wanted to, which they've done a lot anyway. Did a lot of that with Brian Branch last year, and did that with Melon Fonwu.
What about that kid from Boston College, Ezaraku?
I love Ezaraku.
I know.
He's just
had
productive.
great numbers. Yeah.
He's
He's a
not
third
sack
down
total, he has
specialist.
like 80 tackles. Yeah.
Yeah.
He and Green both were very productive, and not just the sack totals, but in total tackles. But he's a little undersized, but I don't care what your size is. It's can you play? Can you get to the quarterback? Can you get in the backfield? And he proved that time and time again last year. 16 and a half sacks last year. Who's got the TV on it?
It's probably Doug. I think it went away when Doug lost signal again.
What is he
Doug's
doing?
gone again.
Maybe he just has too many things going. He can't have the TV on and the internet at the same time.
Hamsters around the habit trail, and they're taking a break or something.
I don't know. He's gonna have to go feed them.
Are we sure he's not up north? This guy, he takes every chance to go up north he can.
Yeah. He's commuting. He'll be on the
I
road.
guarantee. He's leaving right
leave
after the
at 5 in
draft.
the morning.
Yeah, he's gonna leave right after the draft, drive back to the station, be there at 8, and be like, "I'm so tired." I'm like, "Well, why the hell did you do that, dumbass?"
2:30 for the weekend. He'll head back up north.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what Sue told him to do.
And on the way, could you return this at Kohl's for me? We can make fun of Doug because he can't hear us.
Yeah.
Worse, he can, and he can't respond. God damn it.
Yeah.
He came on. He literally came on for 1 second, dropped an F-bomb, and then froze out again. Great. Packers let this one go all the way to the end. Are they milking it just for the crowd, you think?
Oh, they're milking it. Yeah. Green Bay, come on.
Yeah, all they do is milk cows.
Making cheese.
How many times did you play in Green Bay, John?
Actually, my son asked me that today. I think I played there 3 times. We played there the Monday night game after 9/11. And they pulled out the big flag because they had, obviously the NFL had suspended games that next weekend. And then we were the first Monday night game that followed that. We got our asses handed to us. That was Jeff George got cut after that game. That was his famous quote, you don't need to be a leader as a quarterback. That ended his tenure with the Washington Redskins.
You guys got me?
Yes.
Hey, Doug.
I lost cable. I didn't have the draft. I have no idea what's going on.
Green Bay is up.
All right. Who did the Chargers take?
Hampton.
Marion Hampton, running back.
Gotcha. All right. So who are we still hoping for? Jahad Campbell?
Jahad Campbell. You still have Mike Green. You still have Ezraku. Still have Emanwari.
Will Johnson.
You still have Shedeur Sanders out there who could be the trade guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Well, let's hope my internet doesn't crash again. I apologize. I have no idea what happened, but it wasn't just the internet. We lost everything, so I missed.
It's okay.
Okay. Well,
we've enjoyed
we all agree though. Yep. You have to shoot the boot again.
I'm losing you again, Scott. I can't hear anything you're saying. You did see it, right? Please tell me you saw it.
Yeah, that is
saw
there
that.
was a
For what?
There was a great throw.
halfway
It was a
through your
great
shooting the boot. It
freeze.
froze.
No, we didn't say anything.
You're all talking at once. I have no idea. Did you see it?
Nope.
Fuck you.
We saw literally half of it, and then it froze, and then we could still hear your audio, and then you belched, and then it came back like 30 seconds later, and you had a very unhappy look on your face.
Yeah. We heard one word. All we heard was F this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, is Caputo making the pick for Green Bay?
Oh, Mark Murphy.
Oh,
Mark Murphy, former Redskin great. Right, John?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Former AD at Northwestern.
Stoney with the bio of Mark Murphy.
Went to Colgate.
The toothpaste place.
Number
You know
20.
what?
Number
Literally-
29.
Literally, there's one person at our station that would know who that is, and he's on this feed right now.
That's right. And I talked to him at the before the playoff game.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Is that before Super Bowl I?
Yeah.
No.
It was just called Bull.
All right.
I can show you my press pass from it right on the wall.
Oh, what?
Welcome. Back then, Doug, they couldn't even say bowl. They just, like.
Here we go. Rocker's pick is. Oh, come on.
Art Monk.
Oh, sweet Jesus, just make the pick.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say. Come on, man, pick the pick. You're blowing your fan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's leaving. Yeah, he's leaving.
Oh, did you see that? Somebody's grit sign got in the way of the camera. That was beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
There was an attractive Packers fan there. She must be
Mark
lactose
him.
intolerant.
Ooh, wide receiver. Golden's off the board.
Wow. Aaron
They took a wide
Rodgers.
receiver?
If Aaron Rodgers is watching this, he's saying, "What the fuck? I
He's so
never got
pissed.
a wide receiver."
I hope he is. I hope he's so pissed off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
First
the
time
whole-
since 2002 they've taken a wide receiver.
Wow.
I mean, they've taken a
in
ton
the
of them in the
first
draft,
round?
just not in the first round. But this
Right,
is,
yeah,
this is
just not-
hilarious.
All right.
I'm okay. Good. Take a wide receiver. Again, doesn't affect the Lions at all in terms of who they're looking at. I wouldn't think.
Well,
So
unless they were
one
looking
more
at him,
pick.
but yeah.
Yeah, right.
Come on, they weren't.
They were looking at him, dude.
As
They were
a
looking at him.
smoke screen. They wanted Green Bay to actually
Yeah.
take it, but they
That's
didn't
it.
want him.
Vikings
So
on the
out
clock.
of the guys that are left, there's Araku, Mike Green, Jahad Campbell, James Pierce, Will Johnson, Nicky
I mean, I gotta-
Mawari.
I have the caveat with Mike Green. They have to know that the allegations are bullshit and that he's fine. And if that's the case, then I want Mike Green. But if they're worried about that, I'll defer to their judgment on that, and then it becomes interesting. I like Jahad Campbell a lot, probably more than Ezraku.
I just
And
hope
Emin Warriors is interesting,
if they take
intriguing to me.
if they take Mike Green, I really hope they're right. Now, the most Brad Holmes pick of the guys left might be Imawari, right? Massive Raz score, bit of a Swiss Army knife, can play
So-
all over the place.
Did you guys see the Schefter tweet about Will Johnson? He just
No.
tweeted it out about 8 minutes ago. He says Michigan quarterback Will Johnson has a knee issue that has concerned some NFL teams and helps explain why he's still not been selected.
Well, he's perfect
So
for the
he must-
Lions then.
So he missed the end of the season with a foot, developed a hamstring, so he couldn't run, and now they're saying it's a knee.
Issue. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
you think he falls out of the first round?
Kang,
He might.
He might.
Kang,
Yeah.
you think he falls out of the first round?
Hey, you had a chance to say something, Doug. Make a bold
I did.
prediction, man, and you
I
froze
went
like your internet.
We talked
And by
about
the way,
whether
Aaron, huh?
that was an off-the-air conversation, a bold prediction that I did not make on the air.
Doug was close to making. I'm like, you got to make it, or it's like, what
I
is the
know, I-
point?
I-
You know, yeah.
He hasn't fallen out of the first round yet.
No, he hasn't.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think the Vikings go safety here because Harrison Smith
in.
is going to. Because Harrison Smith,
They
might
made their pick
retire
early.
after this year. Yeah.
Yeah, they knew who they wanted.
Yeah,
Any chance Brad Holmes trades out of the first round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without question. Especially with Shador Sanders still out there. Who for the second round is going to want to get in?
By the way, speaking of Shador Sanders,
Cleveland?
does this mean the Steelers are still in the Aaron Rodgers conversations? Because their quarterbacks room is what, Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson right now?
I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers.
I can't imagine any coach wanting Aaron Rodgers after what he had to say on the McAfee show about his meeting with the Jets. A, don't talk about your meeting with the Jets. And two, if you are, don't look like a whiny bitch that said that, yeah, I'm interested. Either you want to play or you don't want to play.
Right.
So Cleveland has the first and the fourth pick in the second round. Do you think they
Yeah.
trade back in to try and get Shadur?
It might. It might. Or the
I
Giants.
hope the Giants do it. That'd be amazing.
I agree.
I just hope that they're calling the Lions.
Rico, how you
Not-
doing,
not
bud?
calling,
What's up,
not calling
John?
Washington at 29.
Good to see you there. How's your evening going?
Oh man, just trying to hang in there, watching the draft. Pistons,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you up. Cookies tapped out a while ago.
Cookies is a pussy.
There's a drop.
No,
Wow. Shots fired.
Yeah, John. Play that
I mean,
tomorrow morning, John.
I beat around that bush all morning long on the show, but I can say it here.
And you do mean Bush.
man. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm good for the night.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna top that one.
Probably
boy.
not. Fantastic.
I got to ask the Twitch crowd. I'll get your opinion on this as well. Beer or tequila at this point?
Oh, tequila.
Yeah, Doug needs a tequila chaser right now.
Oh, you did the boot already, Doug?
Yes, I did.
I don't think he did it.
Shut up, Kang.
So, do you think every war room, when they make the pick, they just tell everybody, "Okay, now it's time to cheer. We have to act like we're really excited about this pick."
Yes.
John, like I
Yep.
said, I want to see somebody flip a table over and walk out. Just
Yeah.
like, you didn't pick my guy. I'm leaving.
Oh, guard, Ohio State, Donovan Jackson.
Oh, I thought the Lions were going to get him, actually.
All right, the people
All
have
these people-
spoken. The people have
Yeah.
spoken. Tequila, it is.
All right,
I'll
what
leave this out of
kind?
a glass with some ice. I will. I'm going to get a glass of ice, and then I will bring the camera over to the tequila selection. We'll take a choice. We'll make a pick.
The pick is
Let us
in.
know when the pick is in.
Pick is in.
Oh.
He's gonna look at
Do
Where's
you have any
tequila?
They have any dentists in Minnesota?
Giants are on the clock.
Yeah, they just made
Oh,
a trade.
Giants?
Yep,
Uh-oh.
Giants. Here's
Texans.
Shadur.
Oh,
So, hey,
Right.
Rico, you'll know this better than anybody. What will Mike think if his starting quarterback is Shadur Sanders next year?
Oh, I'll have fun, but he'll say, "Well, you know what? We got Abdul Carter, so we're gonna lose anyway." Oh no, he'll downplay it, but trust me, Football Fridays, I will go and buy a Shadur jersey to wear every Friday.
oh, hysterical.
Better yet, yeah, get your split jersey. Get a Shadur and Dion mix.
Oh no, I'm gonna do Shadur with sunglasses. The entire football picks.
Evan,
You got to
should
make sure
get-
you have the wristwatch on too.
Evan, you should get Mike to come on.
You know what? Absolutely, Evan. You're right.
That might be where Costa's at.
We got to let somebody go because Evan says the max is 6 people.
Oh, okay.
Are they drafting him? I'll go, man.
All right, I'm in front of my the nice tequila up here on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
Oh,
Oh, don't say nothing. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, are we sure that's your tequila shelf?
no, yeah, I think I saw the same thing you did, Rico.
Yep. Keep it to yourself.
Uh-huh.
oh boy.
No,
I'm going to go with
pick
the
is-
Clase Azul.
Pick is not in yet. I thought it was.
It's not Jackson Dart. You guys thought it was Jackson Dart.
Well, we saw that, and I thought it was going to be Jackson Dart. That would be Rico. How awesome would that be? What would be more fun to do the show tomorrow with Jackson Dart as the Giants?
No,
quarterback?
he likes Jackson Dart. He's loved Ole Miss.
Come on,
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. It's going to take him 2 years before he's competent.
John, he has loved his Ole Miss. He's trying to get me to go down to the grotto. I'm like, I'm good, but no.
Oh, he's still stuck on Eli then. He just wants a little Eli magic.
He
This
hates
Jackson
Eli.
Dart has it.
No,
on
he hates
Eli.
Eli.
I mean, you're
yeah.
getting a poor man's version of Eli.
I
have
know,
to
but
admit,
he likes him. So no, he's going to be happy with that pick.
I like Jackson Dart too. I
He
think
hates
Jackson Dart.
Shador.
I don't hate Shador, but I like Jackson Dart.
Do you see Shador Sanders' tweet today?
No.
He said, I'm built for whatever today brings. And the response was someone retweeted and said, what about tomorrow?
Oh no. That's
Oh, the
savage.
internet.
The internet's undefeated, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking if you're stuck in the green room, maybe you just like bring your dog with you just for companionship.
At what point would Dion say, "Hey, you know what? Why don't you let's do this at home"? Why would you go there knowing
He isn't. He's not. He's not.
Oh, is
he,
it?
They're
he
at home.
didn't go.
that's a
They were-
smart move?
Yeah.
All right, the pick is in for the Giants. Or has
So
it
we're
been in forever?
picks
Do you guys
away.
remember?
They're going to have their choice of an edge rusher. I mean, is Jahad Campbell going to fall to them? Is that?
I think
is-
I think that's a Rams pick. But
All right, hold on. Let's go around the room right now. Gator, who do you think the
Yep.
pick's going to be at 28 right now?
Mike Green.
Mike Stone, who do you think the pick's going to be at 28?
Will Johnson.
Kang, who do you think the pick's going to be at 28?
I think the Browns make the pick at 28.
Oh, Jansen, who do you think's going to be the pick at 28?
I think it's going to be Donovan Azaruko from Boston College.
Rico, who do you think's going to be the pick at 28?
Who's the best O lineman available?
Oh, it's probably Josh Simmons.
Yeah,
Simmons or Josh Connerly?
yeah.
Uh,
Heck, maybe they'll take Shador. I don't know.
But then what will Brad do with Hendon Hooker?
Well,
I'm going to
you know.
go. Pick
Ladies
at
and
28.
gentlemen from
Oh, I
NFL
look
Films.
So bad. I look so bad.
NFL Films says hello.
Oh, hello.
I look so bad.
There's your
Hi.
daughter. All right.
It's better than looking at Stoney's armpits, that's for sure.
I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
I think the pick at 28 is going to be Jahad Campbell.
That would make me happy.
Yeah.
If the Rams don't take him, I think you're.
Jackson Dart's almost got the
Fucking all that.
bird's nest haircut. Not quite, but he almost does.
That generation.
Yep.
Have they said what the
Your boy.
trade is?
Actually, I don't know if they
Right
have.
next to the stadium.
Yeah, they did. They had something up.
34.99 and a 2026 third rounder for
Wow.
Houston. That's a good haul.
Yeah,
That
not
is.
bad.
And
Yeah.
now Houston gets what, the second pick in the second round?
Yep. Yep.
Well, maybe they can load up.
Yeah, I
And
would've taken
Atlanta
that.
is on the clock.
Joe Shane. Job Joe Shane.
All right,
Oh,
come on. Let's
There's
go.
your boy.
Traded up.
There's your boy, Doug.
I haven't seen it yet.
The bird's nest.
Wow.
Wow, Jackson Dart.
Wow.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I do like him as a quarterback. What I like the most about this is all those defensive guys fall to Detroit.
I agree with that.
Yep.
I mean, who better for Jackson Dart to learn from than Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, right? Am I right?
Right.
He's going to learn how to eat W's, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, but think about he's
Oh.
going to the all motivation room with those two quarterbacks.
Los Angeles Rams trade pick. They traded with Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta doesn't. Oh, Atlanta's going to take Mike Green here.
Yeah, Atlanta's now on the clock.
Already got their pick.
Well, that's interesting.
Pick is in.
I don't
They
know.
knew who they wanted.
Picks in already.
Yeah, thank
And
goodness.
if you made that
Jeez.
trade, you probably knew who you wanted.
Yep.
I think they
I
made the
love it
trade
when
and didn't
teams
know who
doesn't
they
waste
wanted.
our time. The pick is in within 30 seconds. How long do you think before they actually announce it?
A while, because Goodell is like, seriously, dude, you couldn't have took your time.
Right. We got commercial space we got to fill.
I think they should draft Shador here and bench Penix midway through the year.
So Atlanta's not going to take Mike Green because they just took Jalen Walker. So this is going to be Jihad Campbell. You think? Or would this be Will Johnson?
Could be Will Johnson.
Ooh, that's a great
Or
point.
Emanwari? Or Malachi Starks?
They
I mean,
definitely need
there's a lot of
defense.
Wait, who did they take with their other pick?
Jalen Walker.
They may just double up.
Who's
A little
their
double tap in the first round.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
their current quarterback?
Wasn't like they had the lights out defense.
No, they had a terrible defense.
I think it's Will Johnson. It's either Will Johnson or Jihad Campbell. That's my guess.
Wow. The Rams get a number 1 pick next year from the Falcons. They must really want somebody.
Wait. What else? Just the number 1 pick next year?
No, Rams get 26. Oh no, the Rams get 46, 252, and a first round pick next year.
That's actually a pretty damn good trade. That's a really
And
good trade.
the Falcons get 26 and pick 101.
If this pick is not Jihad Campbell, Gator will shoot the boot.
That's not true.
Oh,
I like that call, Gator.
Thank you for protecting myself.
well,
Saying
that's
that's not true.
saucy call, Gator. Saucy.
Yeah. Whatever tequila you want, up to you.
If only you had several to choose from.
Oh,
Yeah, take your time.
that's just the tequila on display.
Kang, you're not in the bathroom, are you?
Why? Can you see I'm squatting?
Is
No,
there
it looks
sh-
like your shower curtain behind you. It's the only quiet place in the house. The only
Thanks,
door
George.
that locks.
I'm 2 minutes away from turning off the light, dude.
By the way, this 97 The Ticket Draft Show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Alta Equipment, your local Volvo equipment dealer. Thank you, Alta. Thank you, Xfinity, for the internet connection that was sketchy.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Les Snead just fleeced the Falcons, I think.
Yeah, that's a hell of a trade. All right, here comes Goodell with the pick.
James Pierce. Apparently, they didn't have any issue with his character.
Interesting.
Hey,
So-
John,
wow.
I'm just waiting for Goodell to confirm what you're telling us, all right?
Yeah.
Is that mom? She must be a huge Tennessee fan.
What are you watching on, John?
ESPN.
You're like 10 seconds ahead of the rest of us.
Yeah, more than that.
All
Looks
right,
like that looks like Ben Wallace with that Atlanta hat on there.
Yeah.
John, I'm going
This
to
is
make
what
one
happens when
request.
you have a reliable internet connection.
Look, I get it, but I'm going to make one request. Wait till the rest of us see the Lions pick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem.
I appreciate that. I'm not mad at you. But
You
we're
know
gonna
what,
get to the
John?
Lions.
Screw them. They ruined the Pistons game for me. You go right ahead.
Wow, they get a
That is a
first
great
round next
team.
year in the seventh.
All right, so again, they're going to have Will Campbell or Jihad Campbell, or Will Johnson or Jihad Campbell to choose from,
Yep.
or Donovan Ezeraku.
Or Mike Green.
Or
Mike Green.
trade to Cleveland for Shador.
Oh, that's right. Shador's still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Emenwari.
Washington's not going to take Shador.
No.
Who's
So
third?
Washington's waiting for I think they're going to take an edge rusher.
And he's not going to take him. Philly's not going to take him. Would Cleveland?
Shador hasn't
Cleveland.
gone
I
yet.
mean, nobody's going to trade up for Shador.
Nobody really.
They said
Right?
he had a
No.
96%
Cleveland wants him,
chance
they're
that he
just
would
gonna
have gone
take
by.
What?
They said there was a 96% chance he would have gone by the 21st pick.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Huh. What are the odds that Brad Holmes does something we all are shocked?
I think
let's
we
figure.
discussed
Let,
Byron.
I don't think
what,
he can really shock anymore.
you know who everybody was talking about? Well, not everybody. I heard people talk about this wide receiver from Iowa State.
Jaden
That-
Higgins?
Yeah, that'd be the one that would shock me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, there's two. They have two receivers. Jalen somebody as well.
Who are you talking about?
Jalen Hyatt maybe or something.
No, Jalen Hurts
Iowa
on the
State has two
Giants.
really good.
Oh,
Sorry, they have another. They have Iowa State has two wide receivers that are going to get drafted high.
Yeah, people want Jahad Campbell.
Yeah.
So what's going to be the most Baltimore pick here?
The player that Lions want.
Jahad Campbell would be a Baltimore pick.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
Campbell would be
that's-
a Baltimore pick.
So might as well take him off the board.
Hey, John, have you talked about where you were earlier tonight?
No, I don't think I did. I was down at the Lions had a draft party, and so I was down there with I hosted a little Q&A with Penei Sewell, Jared Goff, Rodrigo, and Robert Porsche.
Oh,
And
nice.
what did you learn? What was the most interesting thing any of those guys said?
Oh boy. Well, Jared Goff probably said the smartest thing because I asked him, like, how could he define the culture that Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes have instilled in the Lions, and then how when you get a new teammate like they're going to get tonight and this weekend, how do you introduce them into this culture? And his answer was basically, we don't really have to because all the guys that they vet, that they draft, all fit the culture. They all are guys. So that's why, instantly when he said that, I'm like, well, anybody with a, anything off the field coming out of the draft probably takes them off the board. And so I know you like Mike Green, but it probably takes him off the board.
No, I have no doubt that it takes him off the board if they believe the allegations or if that's what they found, and that's why I put that as the caveat. I mean, if they know that that's an issue, they're not going to take him.
No.
Ezra would be a safe pick, but it doesn't seem he's not a safe pick guy. Brad Holmes goes out and gets the best guy. So if the most talented player is Nick Emenwari, or Jahad Campbell, and it could be one or the other, depending on what Baltimore does. I think Baltimore has a need for a defensive back. So
if he takes Emenwari, though, he can't possibly already be drafting Brian Branch's replacement, can he?
Well, he doesn't care about position. He just wants talent.
And Emenwari is kind of a Swiss Army knife. He can play all over the place. I think Emenwari might be in play here.
But I think Baltimore could take Emenwari because Baltimore needs a safety. They also need a corner. It could be Will Johnson for them. It could be Malachi Starks if they like Starks better than all of them. I don't know. But it's intriguing what the Lions can do at 28.
There's going to be a lot of good options.
They got a ton
Ravens
of
pick
options.
is in.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they didn't move up.
The Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who are they going to move up for? I don't know that.
They always move up for somebody.
They might have tried.
Yeah. No, Baltimore went real Baltimore.
Yes, they did. They actually did something I thought Philly was going to do.
Let's see here.
Why is the Jacksonville Jaguars GM looking?
Do you guys want to know? Because I know.
You know what
Yeah.
Baltimore did?
Yeah. I'll wait if you want. It's up to you.
Let's wait.
Okay.
Wait, if you don't mind.
No, but I'm not going to look for the Lions.
Hey, by the way, when we get to the Lions, Stoney, I want to know who your daughter would take.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the feedback. People are saying wait, so they want us to wait. So we will wait.
So don't say who Baltimore took.
Yeah. God, I'm fascinated because a lot. You know what? This looks like when we do the mock draft, Skater, this board is starting to look like one that we did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's really
all
kind
these
of
options, and that's why I said.
Yeah. All right, I got Goodell going to the podium.
All along, okay.
Here we go.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Malachi Starks.
So
here we go.
I've said all along that this draft and what the Lions can do at 28, I'm just going to sit back and relax and smile because I don't know if they can screw this up. I mean, Brad Holmes doesn't screw up the first round picks. I'm just going to enjoy what he takes. He could literally do just about anything here. Often he can still go offensive line, although John doesn't like Simmons from Ohio State.
You don't, John?
But did he
not a
did
huge
he play
fan.
against Michigan or no? Was he out? Was he out for that game?
Yeah, he was out.
Okay. But they could go there. They could go with Emanwari. They could go with the edge rushers.
I wonder if
Will
Cleveland
Johnson
move up.
I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah, because they got what
I
the
would
first
love it if Cleveland want to
of the second round.
They got first and
they don't need to get ahead. They don't need to get ahead of anybody between them. And like after Detroit is Washington, they're not taking him. Buffalo's
Right.
not taking him. Philly's not taking him. Kansas City's not taking him. The only reason Cleveland will move up, I guess they might move up for that 5th year, but wouldn't they?
That's the only reason you would move up to get the 5th year.
Oh,
Right.
pick is in.
Or
Pick is in.
All right,
Or
everybody
the-
All right.
settle.
or they
don't
move
go
up.
there.
Yeah.
But if Cleveland were to move up, they just move up with Philly and give them something to pay the least price possible, right?
Well, the other thing is,
All right.
You're right.
Who do you want, Maris?
Will Johnson or Jihad Campbell.
You have to don't be like your father. Make a decision.
Jihad Campbell. But Will because Michigan.
I know Will because of Michigan, but you can't. It's not a real. You can't do that.
No, I
That's
think
something I would do.
Yes,
I
you
agree
can.
with her.
Don't tell your
Can't-
daughter what to do.
Well, I didn't want her to act like me, and because
She do it.
I say,
Always
Jihad-
good advice. I tell my kids the same thing. Don't act like
Pick
Stoney.
is in.
I know.
All right. So
Why did Rico look so upset?
Gator, you moving on? You're not. You still think it's Mike Green?
only again, there's a caveat there. It's I don't know who it is, but if they have to go all clear on Mike Green, I think they take Mike Green. But if they don't, he ain't going to be the pick.
No.
And then it just goes to, I think probably Jihad Campbell.
John, do you know already?
No, not yet.
All right. Who do you?
But everybody should put their phones away for this one.
Yeah. Who do you think it's going to be, John?
Oh, I think it'll be Jihad Campbell.
Stoney,
Jihad Campbell.
Rico.
I'm still going Simmons.
All right. I agree. I think it's Jihad. Oh, look, the Lions are happy.
Yeah.
Although
Uh-huh.
seriously,
Well,
I
it's
didn't
a ra-
recognize.
this-
I
Hey,
didn't
when
recognize.
did Gang disappear?
Which are you? What? How are you? What are you? Are you watching on NFL Network or ESPN?
Yes.
ESPN.
ESPN.
They didn't show that. I didn't see the Lions draft room.
Yeah.
They show the Ravens draft
I'm
room.
watching NFL
Oh, that
Network.
that was the Ravens draft room. I
Was
thought
it
that
the
was the
Ravens?
Lions.
I thought it was the
Yeah,
Lions.
it was the Ravens. No,
My
it said
apologies.
Ravens up there.
My apologies.
It wasn't Brad Holmes giving Dan Campbell the elbow.
God, that was so great.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we appreciate everybody that's watching on Twitch and on YouTube for this. I know we have over 1,000 people on Twitch. I don't know the YouTube numbers, but that's awesome. Thank you very much, everybody.
The YouTube numbers are 2,083.
Okay, so combined we have like 3,100 people watching. That's great.
Yep. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And
That's all
there'll
we
be
want.
follow up tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. with John Jansen,
Yep.
me and Gates. I did this right. Gates at 10 a.m. Rico's at 2 o'clock with Mike.
And there'll be a new Restore the Floor pod tomorrow.
Dude, remember about Restore the Floor is you guys go live after every Piston playoff game, correct?
Except for this one because we had
Except
this.
for this
stuff.
one because of this. So
Right.
make sure you're checking that out
Yep.
because that's awesome that you guys are doing that after every game live. It's good post game coverage. So you and Evan Jenkins.
That's right. It's all Evan.
Yeah. Well, what's clear is the Lions didn't trade to pick.
That's
Nope.
right.
Because in.
No,
So Brad did something
It's
different.
been in for 10 minutes.
What do you do?
I know, right?
I always get nervous when they.
Oh, what
either-
isn't
Here's the
Terry and,
Lions room.
isn't Terry and Arnold
That's a pretty badass picture on the wall.
Of the Lions room.
Yeah, wait till you see it. It's pretty awesome.
isn't Terry and Arnold supposed to announce the pick?
No, second round.
Oh, that
second
line on the back. You're right.
Yeah,
That is
That's pretty
bad.
badass.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be odd. That looks exactly like the picture they had when I saw Bret Michaels in concert a few weeks ago, but it was Bret Michaels' face. It was the same giant picture of just his face with these piercing blue eyes.
Everybody.
All right, here we go.
so
We got
happy.
Goodell going to the podium. Here's the
Yep.
pick.
I got it.
All
I
right.
don't have it yet, so please wait. Be kind.
It'll be all right.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Kang called that today.
Wow,
Did he
Called
really?
it today.
Kang
Tyreek
called it.
Williams.
That's good or
he
bad?
completely called it.
Wow.
Is that bad?
Evan
They,
get
they,
Kang.
they needed a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
That's not
So-
why they draft him.
Wrong
You
side
can't
of the
tell me
ball,
they need
but
a
I got
defensive
Ohio
tackle.
State, right?
That's not why they take him. I don't like this
Unfreaking
pick.
believable. Anybody Twitch and YouTube hear Kang call that today that they're going to go Tyreek Williams?
Wow.
He fucking
Yes.
nailed
There are people that are recognizing that.
it. Yeah.
I do not like this pick.
Don't you?
No,
You didn't say it today when Kang made it.
I'm nice
He
to
didn't think
Kang.
it was going to happen.
I guess not.
Is that good or bad?
Wow.
Well,
I
he
guess the
shocked the
reason why
world.
is because I would have thought that one of the other defensive tackles was going to be available. In fairness, so they weren't,
That's true.
and they took the fifth defensive tackle in the draft. But
That doesn't
but
matter.
this
That
the
doesn't
thing. Brad says he doesn't draft for need, and this was a need. Is this? And
Yeah,
they see something in this
but-
guy, I guess. But
Is it possible that he thinks he was the most talented player still on the board?
I think it's more of a
of
need.
course.
Yep.
But yeah, but that's not what he does, Rico. He's very, very loud about that,
Yeah, well, you know.
and I don't
until he
buy it.
does.
Yeah,
I mean, what are we going to do? Fire him?
no,
Who knows?
I mean,
Who knows? The guy
So-
could turn out to be really good. And the guy could turn out
Well,
to be Broderick
No, I mean,
Martin.
you needed this. You needed
Yes.
a defensive tackle. This was
right.
He
I
did-
mean, I'm kind of shocked because he didn't go really out there with this. This was
He-
just
Good. What about
Right
the
there.
Eagles when they
Keep
beat
this in
the
mind. He could botch
Yeah,
this pick
yeah.
and they could still win the Super Bowl if they stay healthy, right? I mean, it'd be great it'd be great if he's great, and I assume that they love him. But that's
so, John, what's your opinion on Tyreek Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State, and now new Detroit Lion?
I mean, he's a guy that's he's gonna require double teams. He can eat up double teams. And hopefully that'll take a little pressure off of DJ Reader. Hopefully it'll keep those offensive linemen off of the linebackers. They'll be able to roam around. He's a big body. There's no question about that.
Yep. He knocks passes down. He's had 6 pass defended in the last 2 years. 6'3", 329 they list him at, and he also had 18 tackles for loss in the last 2 years.
Kang, you're the greatest. Kang with a cigar. I love that.
What's up? I'm
Yeah.
on. I'm on. Am I on? Am I on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Atta
Okay.
boy.
All right. Oh, so who'd the Lions take? I missed that. I was taking a dump. I was taking a dump. So
Yeah,
That's
all
why
you
you
had to
lit
do
the
was
cigar.
mute it.
So, Kang, do you like being right? Do you like the pick?
oh, was I right? Oh. They took Williams. They took Williams. No,
Nice
seriously
call.
though. This was the unpredictability I was talking about on the show today. I honestly said, listen, it's probably a name that we haven't mentioned at all. Callers, listeners, texters, all three of us on the show. I hadn't heard anybody else say it on any other show.
No.
So I said, listen, position of need. They might love this guy more than a bunch of other people do. Their board, every single board is different in the NFL, right? Their board says Tyreek Williams ahead of Green and whoever. He was there. They took Tyreek Williams. I couldn't. Like, that's why I threw that name out there. I'm like, I think it's going to be someone like this. And I just can't believe it actually happened, but that's the draft, and that's one of the reasons why we love it.
Yep. And you tapped into the unpredictability of the general manager. I mean, you nailed it, and that's awesome. But I didn't see this one coming. I really didn't.
I'm happy for Kang.
Even when I said it on the show today, Doug?
Even when you said on the show today, I still was like, okay, that's cute.
Yeah, right? He went home and goes, do you believe who Kane just took? Are you kidding me?
No, I've learned a long
maroon.
time ago. I've learned a long time ago that, I mean, you also said Cleveland would make the pick 10 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
I'll
but
be honest, I didn't hear any of your picks.
We say a lot. You got to predict a lot, but that's a hell of a call. And I hope this guy is exactly what John said, a guy that commands a double team.
Yeah.
Because it's such a position of need. And if we believe Brad Holmes, if he was the highest rated player on their board, then fantastic. At a position of need, highest rated player, he's nailed the draft. We should believe that this will work.
Right.
All right, now trade up
I
and
don't
get in
think
that draft.
Davenport's going to be ready day one. So yeah, you need somebody
Davenport
like that.
Or McNeil.
No,
McNeil.
McNeil.
I'm sorry, McNeil.
Yeah.
But Davenport might not be ready either, though. So let's be honest.
Yeah.
He might not be. He'll be ready. He'll be
Yeah.
great.
At some point it'll be done. Yeah.
No, but the thing about Williams is, though, like, he's a really good run stuffer, but he's underrated athletically, and he can get to the quarterback with pressure.
Maybe somebody
this,
should have
Rico?
told the Packer fans to just hang out for a few more picks before they all just left like it was a bomb threat.
Right. They bailed, didn't they?
There is nobody out there.
Well, that's a lamb. I mean, what's it
All right.
like?
Here come the Redskins pick. Or, sorry, the
Yep.
Commanders pick.
Commanders.
Sorry. Yeah.
When Mike Sanders still, Will Johnson.
Oh, I guess there's still some
Josh
up close. I was looking at the back.
Josh Connerly. All right. Offensive tackle
Oh,
off the
they
board.
went offensive tackle. Interesting.
That's pretty smart. Protect your investment.
So I want the Lions to trade up, get an edge rusher.
No, you know
So
what they're
I'd
going to do? You know what they're going to do in the second round? What everybody started to predict they're going to do? They're going to take JT Tuimoloau and they're going to go back-to-back Buckeyes.
I mean, I don't mind that at 60. I don't mind it, but yeah,
Well, who else is going to be there at 60? Landon Jackson, the edge rusher from Arkansas.
maybe
Jack Sawyer.
Brady Swinson from LSU.
Yeah. I mean, they also I expect
Josiah Stewart.
Josiah would be a good pick. I expect in the top half of the draft, meaning at some point in the first 3-4 rounds, they take a tight end. I really
would
think
agree.
so. Yep. But again, that's drafting for need, and they swear they don't do that. But
It's whoever Brad Holmes is still thinking about tonight when he goes to bed. That's how he works. Has he told you guys that?
thinking about Kang, why don't you make the call?
Yeah.
Right? Who they take? What's your early read on 60?
When I called Manu last year, that was crazy. But this one,
Anybody out of the University of Saskatchewan this year, Kang?
That's right.
I do have a guy that will reveal tomorrow morning on our show that I think they're looking for, and he's crazy under the radar guy. I think the Lions are looking at.
I got a crazy under the radar guy too. I
Yeah?
look forward to. I'm looking forward to the show tomorrow. It'll be
Oh,
fun.
you're giving us teases at 11:30 at night or whatever the hell time it is.
Yeah, please. What do I have to worry about tomorrow? What do I have to do? I have to pick my what
under the radar guy for tomorrow,
at 60
or in the third round.
Yeah.
or in the third round.
And
60 or
Stoney,
whatever it is.
did you just listen to us for the first
102 or-
time? Of course, we're teasing for.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand that.
What are you new?
No, but I didn't think it would be on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple guys. I'll narrow it down. But all right, boys. Any final thoughts?
You mean we're not waiting for the Eagles? Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Stoney, stay on by yourself.
No.
Yeah.
They'll draft
The
somebody.
ultimate linger.
They'll draft. Is there anybody from Georgia who they can? Is there anybody from Georgia they can draft?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, is there
Malachi
anybody
Stark.
left?
Oh no, he's gone. I'm sorry.
He's
Stoney's gonna
gone.
be watching West Coast NBA games on here.
Damn right.
Offensive lineman.
Stoney's gonna be like, well, John Morant has the ball.
All right, fellas.
Is Rico frozen?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm pulling a John Jansen.
By the way, the ultimate flex, like Gator's little bar in the background's cool, and Kang's shower curtain. Jansen's got his NFL jersey and his Michigan helmet in the background. That's the flex. Oh! I didn't even notice. Very nice.
All right, fellas. I will see you all tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
All right,
you
fellas.
You won't see me tomorrow, but have a good shows.
You're not staying on and carrying us through? Eagles, man.
No.
Nah, I'm out. I'll see you guys.
All right.
All right.
Kang, congrats. That's a hell of a pick.
I just want to see if Buffalo takes Harrison.
All right, guys. I'm out, man. I'll talk to you guys.